Are we on now? We were having some issues, so are we on now? You gotta turn too much that way now. Turn it like this a little bit. Can everybody hear us or see us? We don't know if we're on or not. We were having some issues. I don't think we are. See, why is it showing ads?
There we are.
Can anybody hear us? Let us know if you're hearing us, if you're seeing us, if everything's...
Okay, there's a thumbs up. Thank you.
That means you can see us and hear us, I guess. Okay.
I don't know what our problem was.
Somebody say yes, I hear you, I see you. So we know. Everything's good. Okay, thank you, Daryl. Thank you. Hello, Wendy.
Hey.
Good evening. Thank y'all for being with us. We still do not know what we're doing, obviously. We had this thing scheduled this morning, and we thought it was just going to kick on. So, hello, everybody. We got
I thought it was just going to just start recording at 7 o'clock, and it was like, it's not.
That's the thing about this technical equipment. It never works when it's supposed to. So, good evening, Mindy, Wendy, Daryl, Amy, Randy. We got a lot of people already. Rita, Jeff. Okay, good. Everybody sees and hears us.
Good.
So thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Okay, everybody wants to know about the picture. Wendy's asking about the picture. So we have had a range of guesses.
Yes, we have.
From, I think VA Fun Seekers, you asked how many years it's been. They said 2,000 years. We are not that old. I think you meant the year 2000.
The year 2000, yeah.
Yeah, that picture is not 2,000 years old. But we had, what all did we get today?
So year 2000, so that would have been 23 years ago. We had a 25 year, 22, 14 years ago, 15, 13, 12, and 15, 20, and 18.
Okay. So do you want to tell them?
So next month, May of 2010 is when we had that picture taken. It was on our first cruise, so it'll be 13 years.
Yes, almost 13 years. That was the first cruise we ever took out of Jacksonville, Florida.
Mm-hmm. So who got 13?
We got 13 and a 12. They're both technically right.
Yeah, Debbie
the 12
Goforth
is
and
still
Barbara.
not 13 yet. So yeah, those were the closest guesses we had.
Yeah.
So I don't know why she picked that picture, to be honest with you.
Well,
it was ridiculous.
When I was scheduling this, I was, normally whenever you set up a live, it'll want us to take a picture then. So I didn't have one. So I was going through my pictures and I saw that. I thought, well, I'll make this kind of fun.
Wendy asked about your ankle.
My ankle is fine, thankfully. If I turn it a certain way, it kind of hurts a little bit, but I can walk on it just fine. From the twist, fall, whatever I did, I just felt it crunch. So, and it swelled up a little bit, but not real bad.
That's 2 times in 4 months you've fallen. One was down the steps in Florida. Well, last 2 steps, I guess.
Yeah.
So
y'all.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing out there in the Midwest? Thank y'all for being here tonight. Appreciate y'all watching. Now, as in every live stream, we don't know what we're going to talk about tonight. That's up to y'all. So it's pretty much open season, I guess. You can ask whatever you'd like, talk about whatever you'd like. To be honest with you, we just like doing this.
It is fun.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So are y'all still doing the hike to see those azaleas? That is the plan now. Obviously, I'll keep an update on the weather. I'm not going to do that hike in the rain, but we'll know closer to the date. But right now, yes, we are intending to do that. Yeah, we heard y'all are getting some snow up there.
Minnesota, she's saying that it's snowing big, fluffy snowflakes.
And see, she's got so much family. They always keep up with the weather. It's like y'all are the only place right now that's cold. I was looking at Chicago earlier. It's 70s in Chicago. So it's like they got one little cold spot right there over Minnesota.
I'm going to go see if my aunt posted anything.
We're going to be your way couple of months.
Yep. Getting excited.
Hello from Kentucky. Good evening, Bonnie. Please tell me y'all will post it. You talking about the hike to see the azaleas? We will post it. Unfortunately, we probably won't be able to, monetize the channel. But if we do the hike, we will post it because it'd be a shame not to. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And we pretty much for the last several years done a hike around my birthday weekend. So that's kind of become the thing now to see if I can still do what I did last year. So this is a tough hike. We've done it twice already. Hello, Jerry Goff. There's a gospel singer with your name. We noticed your honeymoon shirts on your intro. Happy late anniversary. Yes, that was
our
a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, anniversary and the honeymoon T-shirts. Those were actually, I think, our 25th anniversary.
We got some on our honeymoon. Then we had 25 years remade.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we've worn them since, but we need to. It's 36 degrees here.
Wow, what is it here now?
It's probably back in the 70s now.
There was a really nice breeze there. I think
we're supposed to turn cool, not that cold, but cool next week, like possibly some frost at night. So I can't plant tomatoes before we go on our trip next weekend.
79 right now.
Do we ever worry about getting hurt on a hike and no way to get help since no cell phone signal? You know, anything's possible. No, I don't worry about it. I just we try to take precautions. And actually, on these hikes, once you get up high in the mountains, you do have cell phone signal for the most part. It's down in the valleys and in the trees where you don't. But usually, once you're in the open, the clear, you do have signals up high.
Mm-hmm.
When do we plan to be in Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg again? Would love to see you. Well, soon. We've got a big trip. Well, it's a big weekend, I should say, coming up next weekend. That's not Gatlinburg. But we do want to get back to Dollywood soon for the Flower Festival. So hopefully within the next few weeks.
Yeah, because I think that ends June the 11th. I've been keeping an eye on that. So we will be back before then.
82 degrees in Louisiana.
Wow.
So actually we were low 80s today, but I think it's cool back some. We've been having some cold mornings.
Mm-hmm.
We actually had frost a few mornings ago, but it's kind of the last 2 nights haven't been.
Well, showing Sunday and Monday,
Sunday,
the
lows of 41. So yeah, we can get, it's gardening time here, but I was always told growing up, don't plant before May the 10th. Now I do break that sometimes if the 10-day forecast looks good, but we've had frost here up into May.
Mm-hmm.
Watch your videos and truly enjoy them. Thank you, Jerry, for that. Thank you for watching, and we appreciate that. We appreciate all people who do enjoy our videos. Some do, some don't. I think a lot do, so we're glad for that.
Yeah.
But don't know how long. I always say we're going to go about an hour. We usually end up going about 2, so we'll go as long as there's active conversation. Have you ever gotten snake bit? I haven't.
I haven't. I've come very close to it, but no.
Yeah, that was actually the Gregory Ball hike, the one we were going to do this year. You had gone off the trail a little bit and laid your phone down, and when you went to pick it up,
I was going off of the trail and crossing over a log, and I was carrying my phone, or I had it, on me or something, and it fell. So when I went to pick it up off of the ground, it was next to a
copperhead.
Copperhead. I mean, like within a foot. So I had to take a stick and kind of move back towards me just a bit.
Yeah, and
it didn't move.
We saw a couple baby rattlesnakes. If you look at our Mount Cameron hike from October of 2021, there's actually some baby rattlers on that, but they weren't bothering us. We did not bother them.
We'll leave them alone, most definitely.
In fact, we had a black snake get caught in some netting out here, and we rescued him. We actually cut him out of the net and held him. So we're not scared of snakes. Snakes try to avoid you for the most part.
Yeah.
Good evening to you and that's Arkita Keys. Thank you for watching. Good evening to you and your beautiful wife. Always enjoy your content. Thank you for that. I'm going to try to read the questions out loud because my mother criticized me last time because she can't tune in on Thursday night, so she goes back and watches it, and she says all you do is just mumble the questions, and I don't know what people are asking. So Sean Hughes, we're at 3 Jimmy's. Hope you got a burger. They got some of the best burgers in Gatlinburg.
Yeah.
I've had some good stuff at 3 Jimmy's, some stuff I didn't care for, but their burgers are top notch.
We've had a review there. It's been several years ago.
Yeah, we've done one review. We've eaten them many times. Curtis says, sitting at Anakeesta right now. All right. Listening to music, overlooking the mountains, and watching the NC Memory Make. Well, what could be better? Life is good.
I saw where they got a lot of spring decorations that they have put out and stuff like that.
Last time we were at Anakeesta, where was it the last time? There was a bear up there. Tina had to run the bear off.
Yeah. So
that's a good place to see bear at night.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact you make your faith known. Yes, sir. We're not going to try to hide that for anybody. So we are. Tammy Buffkin, I would have had a heart attack.
I guess dropping my phone next to.
We're in their home. We expect to see them. We know there's a chance to see a bear, which we've actually only seen a bear on the trail one time out of all the hikes we've done.
I didn't see it actually.
Yeah, that was coming back from Abrams Falls. Where will y'all be June 2nd through the 9th? I don't actually.
I don't think
know.
we have any plans. I was asking him about one of those days, because I'm off one of those days.
Yeah. That may be the time we get back up around to Dollywood. Well, not sure the weekend yet, but I read Into the Mist. Yes, that's the book I think that I have that has all the stories of things that have happened in the Smokies. That is a good book. It's very interesting.
So that's the one you take camping?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. I've read several of them.
I like the chapter about the blizzard of '93, and also where the Rangers had to take out that escaped convict, and also the storm of 2012. We were in Cates Cove Campground when that storm came. We experienced it. It was scary.
Yeah.
Very scary. Never seen wind like that before or since.
Yeah.
But my wife wants to see a bear, but on the next mountain over. You know, black bears normally are not aggressive, especially if there's a crowd of people. It's exciting to see one. Just, abide by the park rules, don't feed it. That makes them habituated to human food, and it ends up costing the bear its life. Where's your next camping trip? The only two we've got scheduled now are Mile High Campground outside of Cherokee and Cates Cove. That'll be Labor Day weekend.
And
I think
Mile High's in July.
Sometime. Yeah, I don't know the exact date, but it's in July.
Yeah, towards the end.
That's the campground you go to when you want to escape the summer heat, because it hardly ever tops 70 degrees up there. I made it all the way to Klingman's Dome, and we went down and back, rode in Cates Cove, and saw 5 bear, not even 20 feet from the car.
Oh, wow.
Cates Cove is a great place.
It is.
Now, we love Klingman's Dome. So we've been up there for sunrises, sunsets. Love Klingman's Dome. Can't wait to go back.
So we weren't stranded in the storm. We actually stayed the night after the storm, because I think they had the roads cleared by the time we left.
But we actually had some people that were friends of ours. They were renting a cabin over in Wares Valley, and they came over to eat supper with us that night. And we, when you're in Cates Cove, you don't hear a lot of news. They said, "Have you heard there's supposed to be some storms?" And I said, "No, not really. We just feared a thunderstorm." And they said, "No, it's going to be bad." And we were sitting there eating, and it wasn't like you could just, it was starting to get windy. It was not windy, then it was massively windy. It was just like those straight line winds just came, and the trees just started bowing.
Yeah.
And they jumped in their car and said, "We got to get back." Well, they didn't get back to 3 a.m. because a tree had fallen over the road back to Townsend. So we were in the campground. People who had gone into town could not get back to the campground, and we could not get out. And then the next day they evacuated everybody out because of the water. There was a water situation.
Yeah, I don't think they could have a way to filtrate it or something like that.
But my dad was with us, and I told him, I said, let's get out in the cove, because it's not safe here. My dad wanted to stand there and say, "Well, no." I said, "You get in the truck. We're going to die if you don't get in the truck."
Yeah, when you're under all those trees, you want to be out.
You don't want to be in a tent.
Yeah.
So, we did spend that next night. Then the next day they made us leave and gave us a credit for the unused nights. So Tony says, "Hope y'all are doing well, Tony. Hey, y'all enjoyed y'all's Table Rock hike, except when Chauncey hurt her ankle again."
Yeah.
I think she does that to get on the camera herself. I don't know. Again, I was walking ahead, and I hear, "Ooh," like that. Oh. And I turn around and look, and there she lays.
What was so bad was he was walking in front of me, and he was carrying Rovier because, he's older. And so Remar was on a leash, and I was holding that, and I was watching, there's a lot of rocky spots. And I was watching where Derek was walking, and he was walking on some rocks, and then stepped kind of to the side where the ground was softer and kept going. I thought, okay, well, I'm going to do that too. Well, when my right foot hit that soft ground, it was like crunch, and I went straight down. And yeah, I did make a awful noise as I fell. But I just got up and just kept going. But that night when we were coming back home, I could tell it was a little tender. That was on Saturday. Sunday, it swelled, but I've not had any issues.
What happened with Table Rock was it was not what we were expecting, because we both have hiking boots, good hiking boots that we would have worn, but we thought it was a whole different ballgame than what it was. I actually thought it was going to be off the Blue Ridge Parkway and just kind of walk up to it, but that's not true. It was a strenuous hike.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever stayed at the Normandan Hotel in Pigeon Forge? We have not. I know a lot of people who have stayed there and like it. We have not stayed there. It's supposed to be a budget hotel, but super clean. Wondering if you had any. I haven't, but I've never heard anything bad about it.
I was going to say, Hannah and her family, they go there.
Who?
At Hank's church.
Oh, okay.
They stay there, and I think they enjoy it. I think they've stayed there several times, and
Yeah,
they're repeat customers.
I wasn't sure where they stayed.
I think they do.
I've never heard anything bad about it. We generally try to stay in Gatlinburg, but we do have stayed in Pigeon Forge some.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Derek and Chauncey, hello, Smoky Mountain
Hello.
Man. Good to see you in here tonight. All right, so we do have some things coming up this a week from today. We're leaving. We're not going to say where we're going yet. It does involve an airplane, something that we're not fond of. And so we're going to be gone from Thursday night to Monday. Have to come back Monday.
Mm-hmm. We're excited and nervous at the same time.
How are the 3 young men that you had on a video a few weeks ago? They're doing very well. There was actually a fourth one I would love to have featured. He just announced his calling to preach the night before, and I didn't even know it when I'd already asked those other 3.
And he actually preached that night.
Preached that night, but he had to go. So I would like to have featured him as well. But we got a really good group of young people at our church. We're having our annual youth rally at the fairgrounds this year. We have to rent the fairgrounds out because we have like 1,000 people coming from many states. It's something our church puts on every year to reach young people with the gospel.
And it's something too that you can watch live, YouTube. What is it, Danny Castle?
Bible preaching, Pastor Danny Castle.
On Facebook, you can find our church, Shining
Light Baptist Church. But every year you'll be able to see what we do for young people. It's on some of us a lot of skits and stuff to get their attention. But then we Friday night, Brother Barry Spears is going to be giving his testimony. He was a member of the Hells Angels and a meth addict, and he's now pastor of Sunrise Baptist Church and has been set free from drugs for years. He's going to be giving his testimony Friday.
It's really good.
And then our pastor will be preaching Saturday night. And Jonathan's Journey says, I was touched by all their testimonies. Yes, all 3 of those young men have endured things that I still haven't had to endure. 2 of them have lost a parent to death.
And even the 4th one that just got called to preach, he's even got a story and a testimony.
He does.
We took him home one night from church and we were talking.
To be honest, just not to go into a lot of detail, his dad went to prison for something pretty bad.
Yeah.
And is out now, but I don't think his dad's in his life at all. Thank you for your sharing and proclamation of the gospel. Yes, sir. Not gonna back down on that. Bless them. That's tough these days. So happy to see young people take a stand for God. Absolutely. Hello, Christy. She's a new subscriber. She's local to us. We're gonna be meeting her soon, I hope.
Okay.
But thank you for watching tonight. And let's see. We'll pray that through the proclamation and sharing of the gospel. Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir. So ask us anything. I would say criticize. Hello, DP Martin. I would say criticize us, but I don't want to go there. I looked for one of our live streams to finally get a troll, and we haven't had one yet.
We're very thankful.
I've been watching other people's live streams, and they get them. So
we're thankful for that.
Yeah, we've got one on Facebook, so I don't know if they're going to show up or not. If they do, they're going to make a quick exit. So, but anyway, once in a while we'll get one on a YouTube video. So.
Derek usually takes care of this pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Somehow he sees the notifications so much quicker than I. So if you say something on YouTube, like 95% of the time it's him. If you see it on Facebook, it's 95% of the time me, sometimes him. Just depends on how busy we are at work.
So if you haven't given a thumbs up yet, we would appreciate that.
That'll help us.
Yeah. That was funny when your dog spotted you in the restaurant. Oh, yeah. Would you believe we got criticism over that one? Somebody said you're not supposed to leave your dogs in the vehicle unless you want them to die. It was about 60 degrees in Boone, North Carolina, and the sun was down. But believe me, we take very good care of our dogs.
Yeah.
What are your planned trips coming up this summer and the rest of the year? That's Black Cats and Hurricanes. Well, Minnesota trip over the summer, several camping trips, Florida, August, and then October gets really busy for us because we're trying to take in fall leaves somewhere every weekend.
And Christmas, we want to do some different stuff. Last year we did the small town Christmas. We, may do something similar to that, just different places.
Yeah, we just got to figure out some more towns that do Christmas lights up really nice. We featured last time, help me, Lenore, Silva, which wasn't much for Christmas lights.
The courthouse was nice.
The courthouse was nice. And of course, McCaddenville we finished up with. That was the ultimate.
Yeah, and then Blowing Rock.
Blowing Rock, yes, that was it. Hey, maybe they need to be here to hear the word. That's right. Hey, anybody's welcome here. As long as they behave, that's fine. Absolutely. We want people to hear the word and the gospel. And
that's usually what I do anyway. If I'm answering someone like that, just start telling them about Jesus.
Yeah, I love small town Christmases. We do too. We really do too. I don't know where you're from. I don't know if you've ever been to McAdenville, North Carolina, but you need to.
That's like the best Christmas town.
It's called Christmas Town, USA.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great place. It was a miserable night that night, but it was a great visit.
It was.
I highly recommend Frankenmuth, Michigan. Now, we have a lady in our church that moved down from Michigan, and she told us the same thing. So one of these days, if we ever get up there, Deborah Claypool over here in Townsend, and the whole area is alerted to fire threats because humidity. Yeah.
I actually saw that. I had a thing on my computer today in the weather. It said fire weather. It actually had an alert like that.
Yeah,
Maybe
so
it's so dry.
praying nothing like that happens over there. Favorite place in Granite Falls? Well, hers is Walmart.
No, that's like necessity.
Probably mine is honestly my backyard and my garden. But as far as maybe restaurant, you know, we like Captain's Galley.
Like Captain's Galley.
We also like the little Japanese restaurant that's pretty new.
Frankie's Pizza.
Love Frankie's Pizza.
Yeah.
Yes. Lights in a cute town. Lisa. Now, okay. Yeah, Black Cat's Leicester, or I think y'all say Leicester, but it's spelled like Leicester. So you're near Asheville, okay? Now, maybe you can answer this. I've heard some people say we need to come to Canton. Is that worth it at Christmas time? Are the lights in Canton worth driving up there to see? Because somebody did mention that. Any plans to preach anytime soon? Yeah, I mean, I do first 2 Sundays every month Sunday school at our church. And as far as actually preaching revival, I don't have anything booked like that right now. But hate to say it, but Florida in August is tremendous. Oh, I know. Well,
we used to go in August.
We've been there. We've been there most months. Probably not in the spring so much, but I went to school in
July
Florida for 3 years.
And then the boys when they were little, like right before they went to school in August.
Now I'm a little weird. 2 years ago we were there. Hurricane came through. I don't even remember the name of it. Elsa. I loved it. I mean, that was the greatest night of the trip was when that hurricane came through.
It was kind of fun.
It was.
And we have videos. They're old, but they're on there.
Just a couple of comments here. Coming to Braggadocio, Missouri. We have one Christmas light. I'll definitely make that a point. I've never heard of Braggadocio, Missouri. A lot, but that one Christmas site, I guarantee, is something to brag about.
Yeah.
A lot of small towns here where I live have great small time Christmas decorations and celebrations. That'd be something to consider. Roger O'Kelly, thumbs up. Thank you for being here, Roger. My uncle lives in Gastonia. We used to go to McAdenville every year, when we went to see them for Christmas. We ate in Gastonia that night before it was pouring rain on us that night. But yeah, McAdenville's great. They're closing some Walmarts here in Michigan. They're also I heard they closed 2 or 3 in Portland, Oregon.
There were several big stores that they closed, didn't they? I don't remember why, but it seems like.
Surprise. Footprints in the Pines. Good to meet you guys the other week over there in Cosby. Appreciate meeting y'all. Y'all check out their channel as well. Footprints in the Pines.
They just went to Dollywood. And they got some videos.
Yes. So if you haven't subscribed to them, check them out. We got to meet them in person. Super nice folks. They said, hello, friends. It was great. Yeah, okay, I should have read the comment. It was great meeting you both at the cabin in Cosby a few weeks ago. Yes, absolutely. And actually, that kind of reminds me. We met at the cabin that was being rented by Joy Blessed Life, and just keep their family in your prayers today. She lost a loved one. Yeah. I guess it was today or yesterday. So keep Joy and that family in your prayers. Did I miss something?
No, I was trying to say here. Right there's where we need to start.
Hello.
Rita.
I know you like to fish in Florida, but what do you fish for locally? Honestly, I don't fish much around here anymore. We got a lake walking distance from our house. I used to fish there a lot. I used to fish in my neighbor's backyard. She passed away. Someone else has bought it. I haven't actually asked them if I can fish in their yard. I don't know them.
When we first got married, Dylan's our oldest, I was like big pregnant with Dylan. And I remember he would take me a chair down there, and he bought me a fishing pole, and we would sit there and fish. You remember that?
I do, yeah. But I haven't done a lot of freshwater fishing lately, to be honest with you. We have a lot of places around here do it, the Catawba River. There's a Captain's Galley in Dandridge, Tennessee. I guess it's the same ownership, I would assume. But we really like ours. We'll be up there in June, planning on going to Bull's Gap to Yoder's. You need some circus peanuts, ha ha. No, but
Lucky Charms cereal, please.
Yeah, those Lucky Charms marshmallows are really good. We get those every Amish store we go to now.
Yeah.
It's better than having to pick through the Lucky Charms to get to the marshmallows. So, and I like their fried pies and their deli sandwiches. Now, The day we went, those sandwiches was that thick. I'm not kidding you.
They were good.
They piled the meat on. High footprints in the pine. That's on Smoky Mountain map. Hello, North Carolina memory makers from Oneida, Tennessee, just outside the Big South Fork National Park. Oh, that's Sergeant York country. Am I correct on that? It seemed like Big South Fork was where he was from. Hello, guys. Good to see you this evening. Good to see you in here, Louise. And where are we at now? Any camping in the Smokies this year? Cades Cove, Labor Day weekend. Yes.
Right here. I missed that one.
And Mile High Campground in July, and that's just outside the national park boundary, so we can film there all we want to, and when we plan to. Every time we go to Cades Cove, this is Jerry, even though it happened many years ago in 1969, I can't help but think about little Dennis. Yes. And the tragedy that took place, even though I didn't know his family. Since I read that story, I think about the same thing. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube.
We've watched some documentaries
with a lot of theories. Now, I'm not going to go into the theories because I don't know, but that little boy disappeared literally feet from his family and has not been seen since, that happened in the 1950s. And just nothing ever turned up. Yeah, very, very tragic story. There's been some tragedies in the Smokies. There sure have. There's a story a lady's got on her YouTube now that her and her mom had split up hiking back from Andrews Ball to Clingman's Dome, and she went on up to the tower, the daughter did, and was going to meet her mom in the parking lot. Her mom never showed back up, and then they found her a couple of days later, passed away from hypothermia. Her story's on YouTube. It's very, very sad. So there's been a lot of things in the Smokies that have happened. Let's see. Dear Walmart, please close your stores throughout Atlanta.
And Christy says Captain's Galley is the best fish place around in these parts. I grew up right across from the one in Granite Falls.
Yes, I would absolutely agree with that. Yeah. And they also got the best Sunday special of anywhere. You can get 2 meals worth of food for about $12, $13. And they got a family takeout special. You can't beat it for the amount of food you get. Yeah, I can't imagine. Yeah, can you imagine the parents all those years and I
can't imagine.
Any camping in the Smokies this year? Oh yeah, okay, I answered that one.
Yeah.
There's a really cool place near you, Hart Square.
Hart Square.
That's not near here. She must be referring that to someone else. Tammy, I'm not sure who you're meaning that for, because I'm not sure where that's at. B. Eubanks, hello from Mississippi. Hello. Brian, hello, Derek and Shaughnessy. I'm listening to you guys, watching the Reds lose again. Switch over, man. Braves are on fire right now.
Hart Square, is it Hart Square Village?
Where's it at? Oh, okay, Catawba County. I guess she is talking to us. I don't even know where it's at.
Hold on, let me see here. It says it's, how's this now?
We'll have to check that out. We'll definitely check that out.
Well, it says something about the largest, log cabin. I just saw it somewhere.
Daryl asked, okay, you got the mouse. Did we eat at Ella's in Calabash? Yeah, we've done 2 reviews there, and we were very saddened by what happened Saturday. In fact, the last review we did when my stepfather was alive, it was with us that trip, and he had been declining to be on camera, and at Ella's, he said, I want to say something. So we featured my stepfather, and then we actually did a review there the next year, a year later after his passing in the same spot, and it burned up Saturday in a fire. And we were very sad to hear that. Yeah, and hopefully, you say they are going to rebuild. We understood it was destroyed completely, but that's good news if they are. Footprints, thanks so much. Absolutely, yeah. Check them out, y'all. If you guys come east towards Benson, there is always the world famous Meadow Christmas lights. Okay, that's North Carolina. We'll have to look that up. We're looking for ideas.
Yeah.
We've thrown around a few things, but what is the best small town in the Highlands? Blowing Rock, Banner Elk, Boone. Well, we're close to all 3 of those. Banner Elk's the furthest from us. Blowing Rock's the closest to us. That's about 30 minutes away. It's nice. It's just small. You can see it all in a day. We actually usually go west towards the Smokies. We like Waynesville, that area.
But Blowing Rock, it is so small. I mean, there's just like some little quaint shops, a few little restaurants. There's a park there. I mean, you could walk it and see it all in a day, and it's right there off the parkway.
But there's things to do. Grandfather Mountain,
the
Blowing Rock. We just did a video on that.
And Boone is just a little bit more commercialized.
It's college. Boone's a college town, Appalachia State. Now, I will say we had one of the best pizzas we've had in a long time at Capone's in Boone the other night.
It was really good.
We got a Chicago style, but there's about 3 or 4 more we want to go back and try. So that was an excellent place. So if you're in Boone, go to Capone's. Great place to eat. If you guys come east towards, I read that. I probably went to high school with your kids. I graduated from South Caldwell in 07. Okay. Yeah, Madison Bumgarner is a little older than our boys. Dylan graduated in 2014.
Well,
and Tyler graduated in 2015, 16?
Now, my youngest brother was at South. I'm trying, Byron, how old is he? What year would he have graduated? Terrible, I don't know.
You're asking me about what year your brother, I don't know, honestly. So you graduated with Madison Bumgarner. Now, you went to school with Eric Church. Was he older than you, or did you?
We were in the same grade.
Okay, so y'all graduated the same year.
I didn't know him personally or anything like. We were just like, I knew who he was. He sung a lot of times for the school.
We've got a few famous people from here in North Carolina. We got Madison Bumgarner, Eric Church, Rube Walker from years ago, baseball history. Dr. Vaughn Starnes, one of the foremost heart specialists in the world. All right, so yes, Joy, thank you for watching that. And absolutely, we're praying for you and your family. Yes. I know that was comes as a shock to you, I'm sure. May I ask why you don't have a camper anymore? That can't be for us because we've never had a camper.
Yeah, we've never had a camper. We've always used a tent.
Yes, I'm of the philosophy that it's not really camping unless you're in a tent. Now, I know she would like to have a camper, but we've never had a camper.
I think it'd be nice to have something not huge, but like if it's raining. Or, just put your stuff in that, but yeah.
So, for instance, I said, we had your banana pudding. I was very happy to make that. I love making banana pudding, and I did not make that. She did. That's why I'm getting the look right now. It was good. Yes.
But he was like, I didn't have enough there, so I came home, and he came up with the idea of doing strawberry pudding.
Yeah,
for the
something
pudding.
Different, because I like strawberries and bananas, but I think banana pudding's better.
Yeah, but it was good. It was different. And we were even, I was thinking, try chocolate pudding, because I like chocolate covered bananas and stuff, so that might be an idea.
You can have that one.
A small little batch.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good banana pudding. She actually did very well with that one. So, all right.
Scroll down.
Everybody's fellowshipping, so that's good. All right. So, how much does a camper even run these days? Prices are crazy. They are, and I don't even know, to be honest with you. I mean, they come in all shapes and sizes. They got the little teardrop campers, the little pop-ups. My dad actually has one in a building, in a storage building. He's got a pretty decent size camper, but I haven't even seen it in years. It's stored away.
So Tammy says, yes, it's in the 1800s village. Tons of log cabins. Dr. Hart has preserved a lot of the log cabins. She's
in Vail. Why do I not know where that's at?
I was looking at it. You have to purchase like tickets ahead of time. You can't just show up. But yeah, that one I was looking at. I'd never heard of it.
Have we ever gone to Land of Oz? No, but we were actually just discussing that possibly for October. They're going to open up for a festival, from what I understand.
Yeah,
so
we'll be looking more into that.
That is a possibility. I've been as a child. Many years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, Eric Church.
Yeah.
Our son's a fan. I couldn't tell you 2 songs.
Yeah.
But I actually saw him when one of his CDs came out. He was sitting in Walmart doing a signing. I walked right by him. He nodded at me. I nodded at him. And I kept going. My son would have probably fainted, but I just like, hey man, how you doing?
He got released.
Released today. I wonder who somebody will pick him up. Hey, Derek and Shaughnessy. Hello, BKL. Campers cost as much as cars. Yeah,
they are very expensive. Yeah.
Hillbilly Days in Pikeville, Kentucky. Hillbilly Days sounds like something I would enjoy. We'll have to look that up as well. We used to go to Blowing Rock every Saturday after Thanksgiving for the Christmas parade and Santa in the park. Okay, yeah. We've never actually been up there for either, have we?
Mm-mm.
We go up there a lot, though. Again, just this past weekend, we were trying to stay close to home and save a little money for upcoming week. Because you have not been in the live streams lately, I had to do your job of telling Dawn that everyone is starting to say good.
I know, that's what I was trying to, like, okay.
Do your job of telling Dawn that everyone is starting to say good. Oh, okay. They must be talking about Will and Dawn.
Okay. I was just gonna look something up. What did somebody just say?
I don't know. Go ahead. Look up where he's gonna look up. I don't think we missed anything. If we did, I'm sorry.
Oh, Land of Oz. That's what I was gonna look at.
I'm trying to make it a point to read the comments. Y'all need to go over to the words. Oh, we have been many times.
Yeah, but we need to do some videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Over there.
Now, I wonder, can we record on the Foothills Parkway? Well, I know that's under the National Park Service. That's a little bit of a gray area. I'm not sure how that works. I know the Foothills Parkway, I think, is under the National Park Service, but it's not in the National Park. But they got some really nice sunsets from up there. I remember when Eric Church did a promotional concert at the Walmart in Granite. It was 2000. That's about the time that I saw him there, I'm going to say. It's been about that long.
I don't remember that.
But he was signing a new CD that had come out.
So it looks like September 2023 is going to be the Land of Oz thing.
Foothills Parkway is not in the national park boundaries, but it may still be considered, because you got like the spur between Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and then you get on Warriors Valley Road to get to that section, or you go back over to Cosby to get on the eastern section. It's outside the national park boundary, but I think it's still maybe under the authority of the national park. So if you were to travel internationally, this is a good question. If you were to travel internationally, what cities or countries would be on your list? For me, I've always said I'd like to go to Austria because it's beautiful. Now, I will be honest with you, watching Will and Dawn's trip to London and Paris has kind of got me wanting to go there. That Eiffel Tower video was amazing how high up that thing went when they went to that top deck.
It was high. And
I think it's over 900 feet. I looked it up. And that's kind of something that I'd love to do now. What about you?
I would like to do that. I mean, yeah, as a kid, I always thought, I'd like to go to France or something like that. But yeah, Austria or Switzerland or something like that, that would be like really neat to see.
Yeah. Have y'all done Harper Brothers Skylift in Warriors Valley? We have not. We've seen a video or two on it. I think it has a national park sign. So does the spur. I'll have to look more closely next time. I don't remember actually seeing a national park sign on the eastern section. Maybe. Hello from South Georgia. Wish we were in the mountains.
What does it say there on?
So like around maybe about Valdosta area. We're very familiar with that.
Like on the spur, there is a brown sign as you're leaving Pigeon Forge.
I do think I remember that one, yeah.
And I was trying to think on the Foothills Parkway if there was a. I think there's a.
Well, I'll have to look.
We'll have to pay more attention.
Oh yeah, Europe is a bucket list. I love their videos. Their videos really, they did a good job with those. Even recording the flight over there, and just everything. I hate that they had the situation with his sister getting hurt, but she's doing well now. I was at Blowing Rock at Christmas when we were volunteering at Operation Christmas Child in Boone. Okay. It was very pretty that time of year, yes. Oftentimes, there's snow on the ground that time of year up there on the mountain, but I don't remember if there was this past year. I know it was very cold Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. We were headed to Florida. Just watched a show about the Scottish Highlands. Lots of Scots-Irish blood in those mountains. Yeah, they have the Highland Games, I guess, still at Grandfather Mountain. I guess they still do that. It's near Savannah. Okay, we have friends just about an hour and a half south of you in Brunswick, Glenn County area. We got some really good friends down there that we try to meet up with at least once a year. In fact, that picture of us on the cruise that was in the thumbnail, they actually are the ones who got us to go on that cruise with their church. So we stop in and see them in Brunswick just about every year on our way back from Florida. Have y'all met Fridays Forever? We still have not met them yet. We have watched many of their videos.
Yeah.
They seem like great people.
They do. They seem very nice.
Just we have not run into them yet. They commented on a few of our things, and we've done the same. My sister lives there in Brunswick. Okay, yeah, that's great. Small world. Smoky Mountain. I still watch everyone's videos, but I don't get into the live streams very often. Will knows the story. Just usually busy in the evenings. I know all about busy in the evenings, especially garden time. So,
yeah, when it warms up, weekends.
I was going to try to get some planting done before we leave, but the weather next week's going to be a little bit too borderline cold for warm weather stuff. So, going to hold off till we get back, I think. So
I was looking up the Land of Oz thing. So it's in September. I guess
it's September. Okay, I thought it was
Well, it says
$55.
autumn.
Wow.
Yeah, $55.
$55 a person. It's still.
Tickets go on sale in June.
Okay, we'll have to try to keep that in mind.
But it's 50 years. That's probably why it's gonna be a big thing this year.
Shaughnessy would probably like a camper like Fridays Forever has. No, you didn't see that comment.
I could drive that.
That's a nice one though.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. I mean, they travel in style now.
They do.
What do you plant in your garden? It'd be simpler to say what I don't plant. Right now, I got the cold weather stuff: onions, greens. But then we're gonna do corn, tomatoes, green beans.
It's got potatoes in the ground.
Squash. Peppers. Now I'm gonna try to get some Carolina Reaper peppers, and if I'm successful, I haven't been for the last 2 years. We're going to do another Carolina Reaper pepper challenge. We've never done one for YouTube before. We did one for Facebook years ago.
He says another one. So the one we did, I actually saw it on Facebook, I think.
Carolina Reaper is the world's hottest pepper. We did a thing with our 2 daughters-in-law here one night around this table, and we each had a bite, and honestly about put us all on the floor. So we will do, if we can get a Carolina Reaper to grow this year, we're going to do a challenge, and she's not going to cheat this time. She's actually going to take a bite. I didn't
cheat. I took a bite. I felt the burn. I didn't spit it out.
What is Gatlinburg doing in that area?
If I can find that video of just where he and I did it, I'll post it on our Facebook.
No, you ain't going to post it.
I'll find it.
What is Gatlinburg doing with that area that burned down a while back, those restaurants? Are you talking about, I know you're not talking about the fires of 2016. You must be talking about where Pucker's burnt down, about last November or so. I don't know what they are doing here on Losing.
I think parking lot last time I saw. I think they're extending.
Probably it'll either be a parking lot, old time photo, or another moonshine distillery.
Yeah, it was like.
That's about all that Gatlinburg puts anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Hello from Rob and Melody in California. Thank y'all for watching in California.
Oh wow!
Appreciate that.
What part of California?
If I'm not mistaken, they live north of where we made it to Monterey.
Oh,
I think they live north of there, if it's the same people.
Okay.
Love your videos. I love the video. Yes. Thank y'all for watching tonight. I bet that camper of theirs costs more than my home. I wouldn't doubt it. Will and Dawn are getting ready for another international. So I didn't know if they were going international or not. They haven't really said where they were going.
They just showed their suitcase and all that other stuff.
Must be nice. I would love to know. My wife would love to go to the Land of Oz. The Wizard of Oz is her favorite movie. When she was there over 32 years ago before it closed. Yeah, I was there. Gosh, it's been longer than that. I was probably 5 years old. I barely remember it. So,
I haven't never been.
About 47 years ago. Carolina Reaper sounds painful. You ain't kidding. You don't think something could be that hot, but we will. If I can get one to grow, we're going to do a challenge, and we'll maybe do it live. I don't know. That'll put more pressure on me not to cave into the ice cream sitting in front of me.
Do we have ice cream? I know we had milk.
We had it in front of us, and I think I was the one that had to take it first. Me and my husband went to Darnell Farms a couple of weeks ago while up there. I enjoyed it so much. I got the strawberry whip. Yes. You got the strawberry too.
I'm trying to remember.
I think I got the blackberry with the frozen watermelon in it. That was heaven.
Or did I get the pineapple?
We went back 2 days, so I think we tried different things. Melody's asking about how your ankle is.
Much better now, thank you. It just swelled up a little bit on Sunday, but I'm able to walk and everything.
She's asking about Pucker's. That burnt down. Man lost his life that night in that fire. My mind's blank. Probably, I think, like she said, maybe a parking lot. I'll have to try to notice that next time we go back. But did Flat Stanley make it? Yes, we mailed Flat Stanley back when we were at Anna Maria Island in Florida.
We were just
a day or two after Christmas, we mailed him back.
Stanley.
Yeah, that was our friends Ben and Sarah out in Lancaster, California.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't heard from them in a while. Hope they're doing well. But yes, Flat Stanley, she kind of got really weirdly attached to him.
It's not weird. It was just fun. It was just fun taking him places and thinking of things to do with him.
You cried when we put him.
I didn't cry.
I thought you was going to. Best country cooking restaurants in Western North Carolina. Well,
best country.
Have you ever tried Moose Cafe off of Exit 47 in Asheville near the Farmers Market? That's a good one. As far as we love going to Waynesville to the Haywood Smokehouse, which that's not really kind. It's more barbecue and brisket style.
Trying I think country cooking.
Yeah, my
It's
mind's
terrible.
blank. I would say the Moose Cafe probably closest to you. We discovered Darnell Farms last year. Those whips are delicious. They are.
They are.
North Carolina's Secret Scratcher. I saw you on Yankee in the South live stream the other night. So hey everyone, glad y'all are here. Hello from Franklin. Now where is Franklinton? I know where Franklin is. Southwest part of the state. Does the Carolina Reaper peppers burn twice? Man, they don't just stop at twice. They burn more and then more for about 20 minutes.
You don't eat enough for it to burn the second time. Let's just say it that way.
Well, yeah, one bite's sufficient. What I've done wrong is, hold on, check my charger connection there. Get rid of that. Something's on my phone now. I guess they can see that, can they? My mistake was I took the first bite and it didn't hit me right away. So I thought, well, this ain't nothing. I took another one. Then they both hit me at once.
I felt the burn. I'm waiting for all my videos to show up from a long time ago.
Scott's asking, any plans to preach coming up? Yes, I addressed that. I do teach, preach at my church every Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. I have the first 2 Sundays of the month for the adult Sunday school class. I preach/teach. So yes, that will be, my weeks will be, I guess, May 8th. No, I'm sorry. May 7th and May 14th. So yes, that's Shining Light Baptist Church, Valdez, North Carolina. Never really cared for moose, but do love Haywood Smokehouse. Yeah, we like. It's been a while since we've had Moose Cafe. I just remember, I liked it the day I was there. It's not like I, burned rubber to get back up there.
I remember, we liked it. My sister just says you need to go do a review there.
Had Moe's Barbecue in Asheville the other day. We've not tried that. My mind's just drawing a blank because we don't really go to Asheville to eat unless we're going to the Brazilian Steakhouse.
Right, yeah.
Shapley Springs is a great mountain buffet close to Virginia line. I've been once. It's really good. We go there every October when we go up to visit our father's grave on the anniversary of his passing. And we didn't get to go this last year because they had closed down, but they are under new ownership now and they're reopening. So hopefully it will be good, but you're correct. They have some of the best country ham and ham biscuits.
That's good country chicken, yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really good. It would be a little far from where Black Cats and Hurricanes is at to drive up there, but it is certainly worth it, north of West Jefferson. We've not been to the Daniel Boone Inn in years. We're talking about maybe going for breakfast.
Yeah, we were just...
And that's in Boone, of course. Me and my husband also ate at Butts on the Creek in Maggie Valley. Yes, we went there back in, what month was that? We drove up for the snow.
Was that
January or February?
I want to say January.
Yeah, but we actually went there that day. And Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack in Asheville. I have not ever heard of that, but it says it's good, so that's something to keep in mind. I like spicy foods, but I stopped eating them as I got older, too hard on my stomach. Yeah, I know that. I don't do buffets very well anymore. I used to. It was like, give me a buffet, eat, get my money's worth, but kind of had to back away from that. Anyone ever been to the Pisgah Inn? Yes. Beautiful. It's been a while. We're going to go again. That's the place where you go to do nothing but relax. They have a restaurant there on site. And even though that's right off the Blue Ridge Parkway, I don't think that's under the authority of the Blue Ridge Parkway. I think that is privately owned.
Yeah.
So go there and record away too.
Yeah.
So we actually featured that for a few minutes in our fall drive of the Blue Ridge Parkway from Asheville to Cherokee back in October. We actually stopped off at the Pisgah Inn.
Yeah, we went inside, like the restaurant showed you, and they got a little snack area and a little.
But you sit on your back deck and you just look over the mountains. You can actually see into South Carolina from that direction.
Really nice.
Foothills Parkway website says 33.5 miles where construction has not even begun. Right of way has been purchased by National Park Service, but funding is not totally clear. Okay. I enjoyed the testimony of the 3 young men that you had on your show a couple of weeks. Yes. That wasn't something that, we're not really centered. I'll scoot over a little bit. That wasn't something that we really planned to do. We had a Sunday night where our pastor let each of them have a segment of the service to preach, a short message. And I was just sitting there and I felt the Lord impress on my heart to feature them because I wasn't thinking about their parent situations, but then it hit me. All 3 of them guys has undergone something. So I thought, I asked one of them after church, would you guys be willing to do that? They all were. And, they'll look for any opportunity. They drove to West Virginia here a while back and preached, all 3 of them.
Yeah.
They're just always looking for an opportunity to do something. And enjoyed the test. All right. So we got 83 in here now, 41 thumbs up. If you like us even a little bit, give us a thumbs up on that. That would help. I also want to check out the NOC near Bryson City. Now, we've been to the one in Gatlinburg. We've not been to the one in Bryson City. They got a couple of restaurants on the river. Their testimonies were amazing. So happy to see young men. Yes, absolutely. In fact, the one that was in the middle, I think he was in the middle, the curly-headed guy, his mom was very tragically killed 6 months ago on a motorcycle. And it was, he had just announced his calling to preach. And it was just, I was worried about him. I was worried he would not, but
he's been really good.
Yeah, and them other guys have rallied around him too. Just really supported him.
Mm-hmm.
So Lisa Marshall says, hi, when you hiked Mount LeConte in the video, Chauncey said she had arthritis in her knee. I have osteoarthritis in my knees at 43. I don't think I could do those hikes. I admire you for those hikes.
They tell me, after that hike, I actually went to the doctor and had x-rays and stuff done. And he's like, you can see a little bit of arthritis, but you shouldn't have any problem. You shouldn't be hurting. He says you need to do better stretching. Yeah. And I'm thinking,
she has trouble coming down.
Yeah, down. It's like, ask him how my knees crunch.
Oh, yes, she got up off the couch. No, the other night she holds her leg. I said, listen to this. It just made me cringe.
It sounds like paper just crunching.
Yeah, and I said, you don't need to be doing these hikes.
I don't know why it does that.
Any books similar to Into the Mist? There is another one, and I may even get the title wrong. It seems like it's a blue cover. It's a little thinner than that one. Disappearances or Strange Disappearances in the Great Smoky Mountains. It's been out for years. I haven't personally read it, so I can't recommend it, but it's got some similar stories. I think it tells the story of the guy, William Bradford Bishop, who basically killed his family in Maryland and abandoned his car at Elkmont. I know that story's in there. He's actually been on the run for years. He may even be alive now. I don't know if they ever caught him or not. I don't think they did. He was on Unsolved Mysteries. But that's the only one I can think of, right? I think it's called Strange Disappearances. Look that title up if you can. Strange Disappearances in Great Smoky Mountains or something. I'll tell you where you can find it. It's in that store, Jonathan's, in downtown Gatlinburg. That's where I've seen it. I just may have the title wrong.
Strange Disappearances. What was it?
Just Strange Disappearances in the Great Smokies or something. Just see what pops up. We got Cabin Fever. Hey, Derek and Sean. Hello, Brenda. I just had some family visit the Noah's Ark exhibit in Kentucky. Have you been? Not yet. That is a bucket list item to do. We definitely want to go there. I would encourage anybody to go there. I've actually watched a number of videos on it. I think Ken Ham is right on with the way he presents the real history of the world. And to be honest with you, it's like anywhere you go now. It doesn't matter where it's at. I mean, there's some beautiful places, but you can go anywhere and you read the, quote, history, you're going to get the evolutionary history of millions and millions of years ago. And they don't account for the worldwide flood that happened. Okay, the name of that book is Unsolved Disappearances in the Great Smoky Mountains.
And then there was this one here.
Then there's one called Death in the Great Smoky Mountains.
Stories of accidents and foot hardiness.
I think I've seen, both of those. But yeah, Unsolved, that's the one I was talking about. So happy birthday tomorrow, Smoky Mountain. Yes, happy birthday tomorrow. My dog is barking to your dog. Did our dog just bark?
Romeo's barking.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what's the problem.
Would love to see you do a video in Black Mountain near Asheville. Great small town. There's a Mexican restaurant we ate there, last summer, right on the river. What is the name of that place?
Ole Guacamole.
Ole Guacamoles. We did not do a review, but you are right. We do need to go back and do that.
It was really good.
And even walk the town a little bit. Did you hear about the missing hiker in Cosby? Did they find him yet? I heard yesterday they did find someone deceased near Cosby. Don't know if that's the same one, but I think there's been like 2 in the week. One was found on the North Carolina side, and I think they did find a deceased person near Cosby yesterday or the day before. Have a great night, y'all. Have a good evening. I'm
trying to find that video. That's when we ate the pepper.
Well, we'll do another one this year.
Oh, I know we
And
will.
I'll win this time. All right, everybody still with us? Will y'all be at Dollywood opening day of Flower and Food Festival? Probably not opening day, but we are.
Yeah, because that's what day does that start on?
I'm not sure. We took a picture of the sign.
Yeah, I don't remember what day exactly, but yeah, I want to go soon.
Like I say, we're leaving next weekend, a week from today. We're leaving town. We're going to do something totally different. We're going back to a place we've been years ago that we've always wanted to go back to, and we want to bring some videos of some things we enjoyed then.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to do that. Will y'all be? So it's tomorrow. Yeah, we won't be there for opening day then if it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Yeah, I knew it was coming up.
We got our youth rally at church this weekend, so we're going to be there all weekend there. Probably not going to be putting out any videos this weekend. Yeah, opening day's tomorrow, so.
I do want to go soon because I was kind of looking at the food tasting pass and the things that they're going to be having. There were several and I was like, yeah, I'd like to try that.
I've never been to Dollywood, but would love to go. Yeah, Dollywood's nice. My favorite time's at Christmas, honestly. It's very beautifully lit. Still running the rides. They got a new roller coaster that's either open now or is going to be open soon.
I think that from what I've been hearing, they're just still doing tests.
Okay, what is it, Big Bear or something?
Big Bear Mountain, I think.
Camping, yes. Camping in Cades Cove every year, same site, yes. Absolutely. And I went ahead and booked it the day it came open so nobody else would get it. That's my site. But absolutely, that's an annual thing for us, Cades Cove.
Mm-hmm.
Exotic Animal Deer Park, Sevierville. I've heard of it. Haven't been to it. Do you ever go to the Johnson City Tri-Cities area? Thoughts? Well, we just went over a few weeks ago to Jonesboro. We actually did go to Johnson City too, but we stayed in Jonesboro. They have converted a home they own over there to an Airbnb and wanted us to go over and stay there and do a video on it. So we did that. So check that out. Granny's house.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking for a place in that area to stay, check them out. They're friends of ours, known them for years. I can vouch for them as people. And
it's a nice house.
Yes,
they
really. I was amazed at the job they did fixing that out.
Excellent.
Because that house has been, it's an older house, it's an older brick house, but it's beautiful on the inside. It's brand new.
Yeah, and it's quiet neighborhood, and it's still very close to town.
2 miles from downtown Jonesboro.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just over there, yes, to answer that question. And it's a beautiful area. I don't remember the name of that place we went to, that warehouse in Elizabethton. You could buy Gatorade Propels for really cheap, though, and that's what I remember loving about it. I bought several cases of them, and I need more. I got
some cereal bars that you're like, when are these going to go away?
Yeah, those are not that good, but we got some. You can get some good buys. I can't remember the name of that place. It's
I can't remember.
Metal Building Warehouse.
We were just talking about it. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to hearing Barry Spears again. Yes, he preaches for us at least once or twice a year. Mm-hmm. Amazing testimony. Everybody owes it to themselves. Listen, if you have anybody, and I know it's a sensitive subject, we do. If you have anybody in your family that's got a problem with substance abuse, you need to get his testimony.
Yeah.
And let them hear, because a lot of people that get like that, they wish that it could be different, and they feel like there's no hope, but there is hope. There's always hope through Christ, and there's hope for freedom. And I'm looking forward to hearing. Yeah, do you know anything about Balsam Mountain Campground being closed for weeks in June? I do not. I have not heard that. I tried to make reservations, and all sites have an X on them. Usually the X means they haven't released that month yet, but this is April. They would have released June by now, so I do not.
I hadn't heard anything.
I have not. I have to try to find out because we might have tried to go camping there this year. I know I haven't heard it. Will y'all be at the Buc-ee's opening at exit 407? We're going to go to it, but right now the date's up in the air again. It was June 5th and they changed it. I think it's up in the air now, so we don't really know when they're going to open. June 5th was going to be on a Monday.
It was going to be on a Monday.
We won't be able to make it on a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Love to, but we won't. Hot Springs, North Carolina. No, we've not actually been to Hot Springs, but we've been to Max Patch, which is kind of that area, but have not actually been to downtown Hot Springs.
Wait, okay, so here on Balsam Mountain, make sure, okay, Balsam Mountain, that's what I'm on. Is that not showing available? And that's
it is. Is that for June?
That's for this. Well, this is Friday the 12th.
What he was asking is if it's going to be closed in June. Maybe they're going to do some maintenance. Scroll down to June and see. I hadn't heard anything.
Wait, that's sites. Where's the date? How do you do the dates? Maybe I don't know how to do this.
Well, can you?
Oh, right here.
So say scroll that way.
Check in.
Yeah,
Here,
try June. Yes, now scroll over. Yeah, there you go.
June. Okay, so there are some available.
There are. It looks like the 1st through the 3rd, and then again the 17th through the rest of the month. So it does look like from the 4th through the 16th.
It says unavailable.
Yeah, unavailable. So I don't know if they're just doing some routine. I don't know. It does look like about 2 weeks they're shutting.
Riviera.
I'm sorry about the dog, y'all. He's feeling a little left out. All right. So, what is the most watched video you've ever done? Cades Cove campground, Cades Cove camping video from
That was
last year.
last year, yeah.
Well, I don't want to say the most. Probably since this national parks issues come up, that's been the most. Now,
I think that one there, a lot of people watched it, and then whenever the issue with the filming came up, that one like just jumped in numbers.
as far as that being our most watched, we've had some like 40, 50,000 some views, and I can't. Mostly anything Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge is going to get a lot of views.
Here, let's right here. The most views is the camping in Cades Cove. It had
79,000 views.
Then Gatlinburg, Tennessee Christmas lights. That was our first one. Our first video 2 years ago. I had 50,000.
We camp in our RPOD camper in Elkmont every year in October. Just secured our spot. Leaf peepers, so beautiful. That's a beautiful time to be there. It is October. We've never camped in Elkmont. We have been there and walked out to the Troll Bridge, the can't think of the name of the old houses up there, the village.
Oh,
I guess Elkmont Village, but it's called something else, Little River Village or something like that. Do we both get a lot of vacation time? I wouldn't say a lot. I'm off every Friday, so I have a long weekend every Friday.
And my schedule kind of changed at work to where I get like every other Friday, so that helps.
Good night, Smoky Mountain Man.
Good night.
Absolutely, thank you for those prayers. We don't get what I would say a lot, not as much as I'd like, obviously, but you know, you've been at your job for several years, so you've accumulated some.
I hit the 5-year mark this year, so it goes up even more.
Joe says, hey, we love y'all. Have you been to Bald River Falls and Tellico Plains? We have not. We've actually never been to Tellico Plains. We've gotten on the Cheryl Hale Skyway, but we didn't go all the way to where it ends there. Okay. It is called Daisy Town. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I still don't understand the whole filming in national park situation, but don't like the government being involved or getting involved. Yeah, we agree. Basically, what it is you can film all you want to, but if you're a monetized channel, which that didn't affect us until last October because we weren't until then. But now if we upload a video, I guess they could potentially say something and we could get a fine if we monetize it.
Yeah, we have to get we would have to get a permit.
Yeah, and I'm not going to get a permit to film us cooking a steak in our campsite. I'm just not doing it.
Yeah.
And I will record it, but we were told by a park official that just not to monetize that video. So that's what we were told. Derek, you made me nervous when you hiked. I forget the name of the mountain now by yourself. That was not a good idea. Okay, where did I hike by myself?
Grandfather Mountain.
That was a long one. The other one I did Rough Ridge, but that's a nothing of a trail. That's short.
Yeah.
My mom said it was not a good idea too, but I was conditioning for our Mount Camera hike that was going to be taken in October, and that was the closest one around here that was strenuous. So we had gone up to that Grandfather Mountain hike on my birthday several years back, and it was foggy. You couldn't see your hand in front of your face. So I went on a clear day.
And he actually texted me several times while on the trail. So I was able
once
to
you get to the top, you can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there was a couple people that wanted to start something. I took them all out. No problem. No, I'm just kidding. We've never had any problem on the trail other than falling down. But we have never had any problem on the trail. Did Chauncey give you permission to do that hike by yourself? I don't know if I asked him.
I think he talked to me about it and stuff like that. He's like, "Will you be okay if I rode by myself?" I'm like, "Yeah, well, text as soon as you get signal," which he did. So we kept contact.
Have you hiked the Advent Cabin in Elkmont? Did we do the Advent Cabin? What is that? Is that out by the Troll Bridge, or is that?
I don't know exactly what.
Because I've heard that name. I don't think we did. We must not have, or I would remember. Well, come on down. We would love to meet y'all. Absolutely. And Joe, was that when I was in Savannah again?
You have to scroll back up.
Yeah,
For sure.
Enjoy your videos. Thanks again. Thank you for watching Black Cats and Hurricanes.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that. Don't forget to root for the home team, Carolina Hurricane. I have not watched a hockey game since we beat Russia in the 1980 Olympics, just to be honest with you. Basketball, football, and baseball. I have not watched an NHL hockey game. And
Dylan used to watch them.
our son does.
I guess he still does. I don't know if he does.
I think he likes Carolina Hurricane, but he also likes that Bruins. The Bruins, yeah.
Oh.
I guess that's how bad I am at hockey. I have to know the team's names.
Hmm.
Oh, good. I'm so happy you'll be able to show your camping in the Smokies videos. We're going to make videos and post them, but just like I say,
Yeah.
can you video your hikes and not monetize too? Yeah, if they're in the national park. Now, we did monetize Table Rocks. I don't believe we were in any forbidden area there
Right.
that I'm aware of. We were not on the Blue Ridge Parkway. We were not in a national park. So everyone we can, we will. And just the ones that we can't, we won't. But I wonder if the park made Smoky Mountain Hiker get, I don't know. We've only met him a couple of times, but I heard his channel was down, then I heard it was back up. It's just nonsense to make it hard on people like him. He doing what he loves, sharing his experiences, hurting nobody.
Exactly.
It's honestly, it's just more government overreach.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the park made Smoky Mountain Hiker. Come on down to Tellico Plains. Okay, yeah. We would love to meet y'all. We'll have to do that. Maybe in October, maybe we can do that Cheryl Halo Skyway again. We've only done that once. That was such a drive. It seemed like by the time we left our house, it took like 4 or 5 hours to get over, it seems like. But yeah, we went to the top basically and turned around.
Mm-hmm.
It is a place where years ago a famous artist from Knoxville stayed at to paint. The hike is beautiful and the cabin is special. Yeah, see, I'm very familiar with the name of it. I just don't think we actually hiked to it. I'd have to go back and watch our Elkmont video, and that's been, 2 years ago? That was right after we started.
Stayed at to paint. So is it somewhere?
See, I've read that.
For years ago.
Yeah.
So can you still stay there, or is it like?
Is it in one of the cabins that's in the little Daisy Town village there? Because we looked at all those. We actually went in.
Remember there was one big place that they used to have like gatherings and like social gatherings and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I think they still use that, don't they?
I don't know. That's what I'm wondering. That's what I was asking.
Maybe they don't. Yeah, I know where you're talking about too. I just wish I could remember. I'm not sure, but yeah, I do know that story behind that.
Mm.
So, yeah, I know where Deborah's from too. We're going to be maybe staying there before we go on the Gregory Bald hike in that area. So we all hiked to Mount LeConte again. I'm not the right person to ask right here. Her famous words at the end of that video were, see that mountain over there, in reference to the Alabama song, Play Me That Mountain Music. Instead of saying, one of these days I'm going to climb that mountain, she said, I ain't never climbing that mountain again. I'd do it again. I would do it again.
The only way I would do it would be the Allen Cave Trail, because that, or maybe even doing the Boulevard Trail, because that one.
That's the longest one.
It may be longer, but it's not as steep.
Each trail has its own pros and cons, except the Trillium Gap Trail. I don't think of one pro on that one. I would not go down that trail ever again. I would just stay on the mountain if that was the only trail down. They could send a helicopter.
I think that's what really burnt me on Mount LeConte. It's just
Allen Cave Trail going up is beautiful, and you can just hike as far as the bluffs and turn around. That's just a moderate hike. That's not even that hard, and you get some beautiful views there.
Yeah, you do.
No, not Daisy Town. No, it's not. Yeah, just seeing you.
No, it's not poems to see.
You write in a book. We must not have seen that one. We'll have to check.
What did you say it was called again?
The Avent or Avent. It's a cabin. I remember those famous words. Yeah, I think we started off the video with me saying, "See that mount over there? One of these days I'm gonna climb it." And then, that was a miserable walk down. Her knees started bothering. Honestly, we were delayed. We actually had plans to be at the Park Grill at 7?
It was like 8:30.
Yeah.
That's what it's a studio.
Advent cabin. Have y'all hiked up to Abrams Falls? Yes, been many years. Reason we can't do it now is we have our dogs camping with us. Last time we did it was before we had our Yorkies, and you can't hike with dogs in the national park. So in order to respect the rules, we got to stay off the trails.
So it's the Mana
Trainer Event Studio. Okay. I have to check that out and do a video there. I kind of wish you would have been able to film the whole Mount LeConte hike. Do you know how many hours a video that would have been? It took us about 4.5 hours up, I think, and about 3.5 down. We could have gone down a lot quicker, but again, she was hurting. That would be a long video. I mean, it would be great if you could sit and endure it, but a lot of people would probably lose interest and maybe not even watch till we got to the top. So we tried to feature the best places. I will say on Mount LeConte, Myrtle Point, in my opinion, is the best vantage point. We had only gone to cliff tops the first 2 times, but this time we went out to Myrtle Point. I think you could see better from out there.
Yeah, but I would do both if you can.
I told her if we ever do it again, we'll stay at the lodge. We'll make sure we can stay at the lodge overnight and then not try to have to do it in one day.
Mm-hmm.
It's an effort. It really is.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was that lady's name who came all the way to her 90s? Gracie McNichol. Now there's okay.
The book.
Somebody was asking for a book earlier.
Yeah.
Was that Wendy? Gracie and the Mountain.
That's a good book.
You want to read it? Have you read it?
Mm-hmm.
You want to read an inspiring story. This lady started in her 60s, moved to Tennessee from Alaska, and absolutely hiked Mount LeConte 240 some times until she was 90 something.
Yeah.
So it kind of puts me to shame at 53. I had that kind of problem. Fridays Forever. Hey, y'all guys, thank y'all for stopping in, and hope y'all are doing well. But somebody was just asking us if we had met y'all yet, and we haven't, but we would love to. We'd love to run into y'all and
hopefully
maybe do a
day,
video together sometime soon. But thank y'all for stopping by. Absolutely. I'm honored. I really am. I respect that you abide by the rules if you don't. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think we're kind of duty bound to do that.
Yeah.
One of the things about us, and I know other people do too, it's not just us. I think people who do YouTube videos in the park, for the most part, do the park a service because we try to promote the rules. I've actually been known to put somebody on film that's approaching a bear and saying this is what you don't do. And yes, the rules are there for a reason. I do not agree with the national park filming rule at all as far as the monetization aspect of it. But you got to do what you got to do. I'm spending money on Amazon ordering all these great books. Well, I hope they're great. Now, I haven't read most of them. Into the Mist, I've read. I've got it. So let me know how the other ones are. Maybe I'll get them. Grace in the Mountain. No, it's Gracie. Her name is Gracie. Gracie. Make sure I got that.
Yeah, Gracie in the Mountain. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm pulling a picture up for you. That's it there.
Yes.
If you can see it.
Gracie in the Mountain.
That's it. And there she is laying there.
I think her image is photoshopped on that one, but
oh, you think?
Yeah, she actually had something like a hip replacement or something, or knee replacement, and then continued to hike it again. But that's a great story. Here's an interesting question. I might let you handle this one. Shopper Girl, hit the thumbs up. Thank you.
Yes, please.
What do your kids think about their parents being YouTubers?
Well, I can answer that. Yeah. As you see with me and Derek, we pick and joke and poke at each other a lot, and let's just say our children are just like their parents.
They pick at us and joke for us doing this.
Yes, they do. It is like, I'm trying to think of an example. We were watching a video, and it was like a documentary of a couple, like, what was it, in like a desert or something like that?
Yeah, our pastor showing something at church one night about some archaeological digging or something. There's the NC memory makers. There's the NC memory makers. Kind of mocking us. So I don't know. They both have subscribed. I don't know if they watch or not. Once in a while, our oldest son will say, "I'll watch this video." I don't think they watch us like some of y'all do. They wouldn't tell us
if they like something. I don't think.
But I know one of them did tune into one of our live streams when we were on Anna Maria Island. I do know that. Our second son will not, or our youngest son, I should say, will not appear in a video with us. We've been out to eat with him and asked, and he don't want to be on YouTube. Our other son, our oldest, when we did our Carowinds video, I had to edit out part of it because he was
Mr. Personality.
Yes, he was.
They both have great personalities. He was
trying to do a Donald Trump imitation, just to be honest with you. But, he's actually in that one, our Carowinds video from Christmas.
Yeah.
Teresa Harden, I would love to meet you all. Absolutely, that would be
Mhm.
fun. You're welcome, and God bless you as well. I've not saw any YouTuber that hasn't been respectful of the program. I haven't either. All the ones we watch have been.
Yeah.
If they weren't, I wouldn't keep watching, obviously. But I just nothing comes to mind of anybody that has been doing anything that should be a problem.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of strange that your children are not really that. I mean, I'm not. They've watched us, but I'm not saying they're excited or anything about us. I don't think they really are.
Maybe if they were younger and were a part of it, but
Well, I've actually offered Tyler, and he won't be on it.
Yeah.
I would love for y'all to see our son and daughter-in-law. I would love to feature them on there.
Well, Jessica was on the what's that Mexican restaurant there in Gatlinburg?
El Salvador?
Yeah.
Was she?
Yeah, I think.
I'd have to go back and watch it.
I think it was on a couples trip because they went on a couples trip.
And by the way, that's our favorite Mexican restaurant in Gatlinburg.
Yeah, we need to go back. It's been a while.
The Spence Cabin in Elkmont will still do. That is the one. We did walk up to that one, yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not in Daisy Town. That's correct. From where we parked, that was to the left, and then the path going out to the Troll Bridge was to the right of that. It may be awkward if they had a channel and you were watching their channel. I know they both have accounts. I don't think they ever upload anything. Do you have any grandchildren? We do not. We have
grandpuppy.
Yeah, we do not have grandchildren yet. Tyler and Jessica did miscarry about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. That's your oldest son in the college game day video? It was. That was Dylan. So yeah, I forgot about that one. He was in that one too.
Yeah.
That was when ESPN was in Boone for Appalachian State and Troy game. Have y'all ever seen the Fireflies? We have not seen the Fireflies in Elkmont.
That would be pretty interesting.
We've seen the Cade's Cove at night, though.
Yeah.
Out in the fields there.
Mm-hmm.
I loved your story of how you met. Glad you stuck through hard times. We are too.
Yeah. We've been blessed.
That video there was something that we felt very impressed to do. For the most part, it's been positive. We've had some people trying to use that one actually against us, but that's okay. They can take it or leave it. We put ourselves out there to help people. And as long as if we help anybody.
And there's been several people reach out to us that say, how it's helped them.
Yes, many have. Many said that their situation was the same or very similar. Me and my family got to see the Fireflies before they started the lottery.
And that's where you have to buy a ticket or something?
Yeah, I think so.
That is,
yeah.
To get into it?
Yeah.
Lottery.
Nobody's asked us where we're going next week, so that's good.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell anyway, but...
Anybody want to guess?
Yeah, why don't we do that? Let's just take some guesses and we'll just say neither yay or nay.
Well, are we going to say yes if somebody actually guesses it?
I said we're not going to say yay or nay. We'll just smile.
We'll see if we have poker faces. We've never played before, Mom.
Yeah, you'll probably know after I upload the first video. We
Give
loved
us
your
a
marriage
hint.
video. Thank you. Give us a hint.
We're getting on a plane.
We're getting
so
on
it's
a plane.
Not
That's
driving. Well, I mean, you could drive to it.
We could, but not in the short time we've got.
She's just going to ask Tammy, says, where are you going next week?
No, you got to guess now. Just stay tuned for that one. That's why this weekend's going to be a little quiet, because we have our youth rally at church, and also we're just going to try to rest up and get some things done around the house.
Got to mow the grass. Yeah. Get stuff ready.
Fireflies at Elkmont, something you have to see, but get a campsite. Yeah,
that'd be the way to do it.
You are going to Grand Canyon. We just went there. I will say nay on that one. We just went there back in December of 2021. So, no, not there. Florida, good guess. Seattle, Washington, good guess. We're going to get some interesting guesses there. So I can't really keep saying.
Can I give a little bit of a hint?
Well, I don't know. Is it going to give it away?
No. But we've never done any videos there.
Oh, well, that's a great hint. We've never done any videos in 99% of the world. It's Memphis. Maybe flying over Memphis. I'm not sure yet. Have you ever seen the North Carolina YouTube channel called Celebrating Apple? Yes. I've watched a video or two. Somebody, it may have been you actually recommended that to me. But yes, I have. Minnesota. I'll go ahead and say no on that one because that's coming up in the summer. We're driving up there.
4th of July.
Grand Canyon. No, Deborah, we went to Grand Canyon in December of 2021. I wish, Daryl. I wish.
Me too.
So
He said Hawaii.
Mackinac Island, Michigan, good guess. Branson, Missouri, good guess. Branson is a place we want to get back to.
Mm-hmm. Been a while.
Yellowstone, that's a good guess. Denver, good guess. All right, so we've got some people guessing now. So far, nobody's been too far off or not too close either. So I better shut up. I'm gonna give it away just by not meaning to.
We'll just get all excited and just say it.
So y'all will see probably by Friday morning, maybe Thursday night, depending on if I can get a video uploaded Thursday night.
Mm-hmm. Do you still have a lot of family in Minnesota? My mom's family. There was 14 children. Let's say 3 of the sisters live in Texas, and then the rest of them live in Minnesota still yet. So Mom's family is still there.
So we're getting
cousins and
Maine,
uncles,
Canada, Wyoming, Niagara Falls, South Dakota, Alaska,
Dallas, Braves game, San Antonio.
Now, whatever gave you the idea that I like the Braves? Actually, if we went to a Braves game, I couldn't record the game footage. That's illegal too, or it's like copyrighted. I could record around the stadium before the game and probably batting practice, but San Antonio, Texas, good guess. We got a lot of good guesses here.
Yeah.
So, true. Sorry if I'm spelling your name wrong.
I didn't even notice. Go back and see if I
Very few people spell her name right, so we're kind of used to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I didn't spell it right till a long time after we was dating. Never had heard it before.
He didn't even remember how to say it the next day.
Well, it was different. How far are you traveling? That might be too much of a hint there. I'm going to say between 900 and 1,200 miles. We'll just put it that way. I'm going to give you a little bit of to see me in Louisiana.
Wendy says to see me in Louisiana.
You know, we do want to go to New Orleans sometime. Mm-hmm. And I understand y'all got a lot of good Cajun seafood places down there. I would love to experience it. My trip through Louisiana, my one and only time driving back through there was not a good experience. I got pulled over and given a ticket in Monroe, Louisiana. And although it did get dropped, so the DA there was very, very nice to me. I sent a payment. They sent it back, said there was another fine. So I called the DA off, said, look, I'm not going to keep mailing y'all checks. He said, no, don't worry about it. But yeah, that was my experience in Louisiana. We had actually driven to Dallas to see our son, who was getting ready to be deployed to Kuwait back then. Mm-hmm. And we were coming back through there. Mount Rushmore, Hawaii, St. Louis, California. Probably need a little bit more than 4 days to go to California to see everything. Pittsburgh, that's a good guess. That's within a reasonable distance from us. St. Louis, and that's a good guess. I'm from you're kidding. I wish I could remember the officer's name. You may know him. I better stop that. I don't remember his name, but yeah, Monroe, Louisiana. I was going the speed limit, but it apparently had just gone down, and I missed the sign. It was like 5 a.m, and yeah, he pulled me over. I think that's the last time I've been pulled over. Ohio, good guess. You can film, okay, that's good to know. 20 to 30 second clip segments of a Major League Baseball game. I've seen channels do this. I just wonder if those are monetized channels. I don't think I'd get in trouble for filming it, but yeah, I mean, like if there's about to be a record broken, like somebody's going to up to bat, they have a chance to hit like the most home runs ever in a season. You got people all over that stadium wanting to record that moment if he hits it. So yeah, I'm sure it happens.
He'll record me when I catch that home
Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. We will be in Wisconsin this summer on our way to Minnesota. We're going to probably not do the Dells. We drive right through there. Mm-hmm. Just depends on how much time we have. Alabama. What's in Alabama? That's where I think they got a football team down there that Tennessee beat this past year, don't they? Mm-hmm. Crimson something. Yeah. Gulf Shores. Okay, Gulf Shores. Yeah, I've heard that's a very nice place. Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Amish country. That's a good guess. They have ladies swinging out of windows in Louisiana.
Okay. Like swing?
Yes, they're monetized. Okay. That's good to know. That's good information. So I can put segments on there. That's good. The Keys. Oh, if I was going to the Keys, I'd be going fishing. I'll tell you that. Hershey. That's somewhere you mentioned.
I mentioned that, yeah.
I don't think we're going to guess. I don't think I'm just going to, should we go ahead and throw it out there that somebody did get it right? And just not say who it was. The guess, somebody did guess correctly. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's all we're going to say. So we're not going to give any more hints. We aren't far from Ohio's Amish country. Lost a film out there. Okay. Yeah. We love going to those Amish stores. We've hit 3 now in the past couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know you may. If you say it, we're not going to answer because we really don't want to give it away. But since we've had enough guesses, I think.
What are you thinking though?
Yeah, you can tell us what you're thinking.
Curious.
But somebody did guess it.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember, to be honest with you, who it was. I'm honestly, I'd have to scroll up, but don't say yes or no if he was the one. Actually, I see your guess.
He's got a bunch of them on there.
Well, yeah. If you guess enough times, you're bound to get it. Honestly, I did see it, but I don't know who it was, to be honest with you. So
she's thinking Gettysburg.
Well, wait and see.
We'll see.
Wait and see. I doubt it's West Virginia. That's where we live.
Hmm. Yeah, we're flying.
Yeah, I would drive to West Virginia. I wouldn't fly to West Virginia. I wouldn't fly to anything closer than Florida. Florida, I would drive to. I've driven that so many times that I know it like the back of my hand.
And the time goes by pretty quick.
Yeah, it does.
We know it so well.
So it's beyond that. Like I say, 900 to 1,200 miles from where we are. But there's been several guesses that fit into that. So, So what time we got? 8:30. We'll go about another half hour if there's interest. 71 still with us. That's good.
Yeah.
65 thumbs up. Appreciate that. So anything you want to know about us, we just have to wait and see. There you go, Tammy. That's a good way to do it. Wherever, have fun. Thank you, Deborah.
Yep.
Enjoy and film a lot of videos.
We plan on it.
There is another hint I could give, but since the guesses are, if the guess hadn't been given, I would give this hint, but I probably shouldn't because since somebody has guessed it, somebody's going to put it together. They're basically some,
That's what I thought you were.
Yeah, so what do you think?
It's older, I don't know.
Yeah, but still a lot of people watch it. So. Rio Grande, Benning, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's not that far from us. Pennsylvania, we can be in Pennsylvania in about 6 hours. And that's by car. Bob Evans Farm Festival in Rio Grande, Ohio is a good, okay, I thought that was a guess. Mid-October, very close to us. Okay, all right. We hope to get at least 8 or 10 videos from this trip, I'm hoping. What was the town you went to in Georgia? We have been all over Georgia.
Which video are you referring to?
Well, let's think of where we've done videos. We've done videos in Helen.
Dahlonega.
And we've been to Brasstown Bald, the highest point in Georgia. I think that's all the videos. Have we done anything else in Georgia as far as a video? It'd have to be one of those two.
Well, I mean, Atlanta, like we did the varsity.
Yeah, we did. Well, yeah, but she would know where Atlanta was. We did do the varsity. Well, that wasn't a separate video, though. That was just part of our drive down to Florida. So, yeah, Rita, you must be talking about either Helen, Georgia, or Dahlonega. And both of those are really nice at Christmas time. Helen is basically a miniature Gatlinburg with a Bavarian theme to it. The one that was decorated for Christmas, that would be Helen or Dahlonega. We went to both in the same night, actually. The one where we ate supper was Dahlonega. That was the one with the clear lights. And Helen does more of the colored lights.
Yeah.
Do you believe in ghosts? No, not in the sense that you would be asking. What we believe as Christians is that when people pass away, they go to heaven or hell based on whether or not they knew Christ as their Savior. We don't believe that people are still walking around in the spirit on earth. We don't. Now, we do believe in spirits, as far as like what the Bible talks about, demonic spirits. We do believe in that. Yes, Holy Ghost. We do believe in the Holy Spirit. Absolutely. All right. So, yeah, Rita, I think Rita's talking about Dahlonega probably.
Yeah.
Beautiful town. Beautiful. That would be one I would want to go back to in the next couple of years for Christmas.
Yeah.
Really, really good place to eat there, too.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody Anybody else got a question? We'll go about another 20 minutes or so. Have you been to Maine? I have not. That would be in that mileage range too. So of where I said we were going to travel, or how far we were going to travel. We have not been to Maine. The furthest north I've ever been is Massachusetts. For you, it's Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah.
Right.
Hello from Morganton, North Carolina. Hello, Pastor
Hello.
Wilson. Thank you for watching tonight.
Mm-hmm.
How about aliens or UFOs? That's a long one there. I do not believe in alien life. I do not believe there are actually beings on other planets. I do believe people have seen things. I believe they are of a spiritual origin. I don't believe that there are actually people on Mars. Have you all ever been tubing at River Rat in Townsend? We have not. We have some friends who have and highly recommend it.
And we've actually even talked about
We have talked about it.
because you can actually take your dog.
You can. That's having our dogs with us everywhere is the one thing that kind of hinders us from doing some things that we would like to do. Now that our son, who watches them, has moved to Charlotte, it's a little harder to get him to watch them for us.
Yeah.
We liked all your Christmas videos, but we have watched and liked every video of yours from the beginning. Wow, thank you so much for that. That's 300 and some odd videos, and we appreciate that. And thank you for answering my strange questions. Well, hey, we're happy to answer any question we can, and don't consider it a strange question. You want to know what we believe, we're happy to share that. Five Oaks Farm Kitchen, we appreciate you watching. I know in the past you've been very respectful, even though you said you may not believe everything we do, but you've always been very respectful. So we're glad to have you as a viewer and as a participant in our live chat. Five Oaks Farm Kitchen was real good. We have been for breakfast. We have not been for any other meal. We are going to go back soon, hopefully within the year.
Breakfast is amazing.
Breakfast, yes. In fact, I'll just give you our two favorite breakfast places. Gatlinburg is Crockett's, followed closely by the Log Cabin. And then in Pigeon Forge, I would have to say our favorite is Five Oaks. Now, we've not tried Mama's Farmhouse for breakfast, so that's highly rated. There are so many good breakfast places up there. We'll never try them all.
It's just usually when we eat breakfast, we're not really hungry, except for like maybe a snack for the rest of the day.
We don't go out for breakfast a whole lot.
A lot of times we don't.
Have you ever been to Nashville, Tennessee? We have. 2016 is the last time. We were not doing YouTube videos then. But we actually visited the cemetery out there where a lot of the famous musicians where Lynn Anderson was entombed. And Liz Anderson. We actually got to meet Lynn Anderson's father and witness to him. And he has since passed away, but we actually got to witness to him.
We weren't there, but just like overnight.
George Jones' birthday is at Woodlawn.
I think that is it. That does sound familiar.
Westwood is in Los Angeles where he was.
I think that was it, yeah.
We saw the UFO flying Chinese balloon shot down. Oh, yeah, that's down near where y'all were at.
Oh, yeah.
Dahlonega, Georgia was the one I was thinking of. Yes, we love that town. There actually, if you ever watch the movie, is it Christmas in the Smokies?
Yeah.
The one with Barry Corbin in it, that's actually filmed in Dahlonega and not actually in the Smokies, but several scenes there from the Dahlonega General Store and there
so
on
we've
Main
watched
Street.
the movie several
and
times.
found some of the buildings when we were there.
Yeah, so that's pretty neat.
We have not been to Ella J or Blue Ridge yet. We're planning a trip there, looking for good places. I wish I could help you there. We have not been to Ella J or Blue Ridge. I have talked about and thought about going to Blue Ridge. I saw the Chinese spy balloon as well. It was wild. The spy balloon flew over. We didn't get to see it.
No.
Wasn't really looking for it, but we didn't get to see it.
I don't think I knew about it being shot down that it came this way until it was shot down. So I meant to say.
Yeah, we watched it and videoed it from our backyard. Wow. I liked all your videos, but can't understand how anyone cannot like onions. I don't understand how anybody can. Listen, do you know why I plant onions? She'll eat a few every year, but I plant them because they keep bugs away from everything else. Now listen, if a bug's got enough sense to stay away from them, then I do.
But you like garlic.
Well, I don't like to bite into it. I like that garlic powder. I like the flavor, yes. I don't mind onion flavor. I just don't like to bite an onion. And there's a story behind that. I'm not going to share it tonight. Orange slices or circus peanuts? Listen, brother, you're hard up for some good candy if that's what you eat.
Now, circus peanuts, I will say I will eat those. I won't buy a bag of them because it'll be just me eating them. But like as a kid, we had eaten them and stuff like that. But
there's just so many other
orange
types of
slices,
candy out there besides those. And I just, circus peanuts, I had them as a kid. Just don't care for them. Teresa asked, have you ever met the Smoky Mountain family YouTubers? No, we just watched their video last night from Luigi's Pizza. They had a really good video on this national park issue.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoyed that. I've watched several of theirs. I live in LJ, okay. I know where it's at, but we have not been really in that area. Have you been to the Abbey restaurant on the river in Townsend? We have not been to the Abbey.
Where's that at? I'm trying to think of.
It's on the river in Townsend. I'm trying to place exactly where it's
I
at.
know.
We have been to the Trailhead, Burger Master, and the Carriage House, and I think the Carriage House is closed down. Confirm if that's correct. But that's really the only place in Townsend we've eaten at. Gatlinburg has changed so much. Yes, it has. It really has. And I wish I could say for the better, but it hasn't. Derek is right, Circuit. Yes, they are, Tammy. I'm glad we're on the same page there. How far is the Yoder's Amish store from Sevierville? Okay, Yoder's was the one in Bulls Gap. What was that? Maybe 45 minutes?
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I mean,
you got to get on Interstate 81. I'm going to say 45 minutes to an hour. From Sevierville, if you're out by the interstate, it may not even be that far.
If you're in Sevierville, because we just put it in the GPS and it took us on a 4-lane. Well, let me back up. We were on a 4-lane and then a 2-lane kind of curvy road, then got on the interstate and it wasn't bad.
Yeah. It was not a bad drive at all. I'm going to say 45 minutes tops maybe from Sevierville if the traffic's not bad. Yes, I saw that video. I stay away from Gatlinburg. We stay in Gatlinburg and we still like to walk the street. But honestly, it has changed. I mean, some of this, you used to drive in town, you smelled the food. Now you smell other things.
Yeah.
I just leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
I just like giving you, I know everybody. I think since the first time I mentioned that when we were in Mayberry about not liking the orange slices, people have never forgotten that. Orange styrofoam equals circus. Absolutely. My thoughts exactly. I miss the old Gatlinburg. There's some stores there we missed too. I remember the old Wishing Well store. I don't know if that was still the Rebel Corner that burned right before we honeymooned there.
Yeah, it was gone.
But there used to be Creations by Carol.
Yeah. Lorelei Candles was actually
Lorelei. What was the one we used to? Hand Weavers.
Hand Weavers, down at edge of town.
How do you spell your? Okay, it is by the old Miss Lily's. Okay, yeah. How do you spell your wife's name? Spell it. It's like Shauna with the S-I on the end.
Yeah, Shawnasi. Mom kind of tweaked it a little bit, so it's a little different.
So Shauna and then S-I, Shawnasi. When y'all heard the story in our marriage video, how her stepsister come up and asked me if I'd sit with her, and I'd never met her yet. And she gave me her name then. I said, run that by me one more time. And so then after church we talked. But honestly, I had to try to make myself remember the next day because we were going to actually go out to a revival meeting the next night. I was trying to, all day long, I was trying to think, now what was that again? I wanted to say it right. I didn't want to forget her name. So, but yeah, I think I got it down pat. Now, do you have an email so we can send in suggestions? NC Memory Makers. What is it?
1300.
NC Memory Makers 1300
at Gmail.
At gmail.com. And nobody will ever guess why we put the number 1300 in there. It has to do with Gatlinburg though, and I'll bet nobody can guess.
I'll put it in here.
It's about 1 hour from Wares Valley. That would probably be about right, and about 45 minutes from Sevierville. Have you all Lookout Mountain? Yes, many years ago. That's a place we need to get back to though. And do a video. That's a beautiful name, and you're a very beautiful lady. Such a pretty smile.
Thank you.
Yes, she is beautiful and has a beautiful smile.
All right, so there's our email address. I guess if it should spelled correctly.
All right, about 18 more minutes. It's 8:42 now. She has to work tomorrow. I don't.
Yeah,
I've done my 4 days. But yes, beautiful name. And well, I think everybody's checked out.
Everybody's like, I'm getting tired.
Yeah. Now, understand this, and I just want to say it. We do appreciate suggestions. there's no way in our lifetime we're going to be able to do them all. So please don't be offended. You know, we have to, because of our work, do what's close to us. And then we have places we also, on our vacation time, go every year. Siesta Key's one of them. That's something that we've just done for years.
Yeah.
But we're going to be doing a lot of new videos there. So we will try to do, yes, it is nice, Brian, but we will try to do some suggestions. We've actually done some suggestions already from people. Have you ever heard of the store in Alabama, Unclaimed Baggage? I heard you can get great. I have not ever heard of that.
Really? So I guess unclaimed baggage goes there? Wow.
That's probably, I guess that's the name, just the name of the store.
Let me look that up.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that. Well, they just got a little bit of everything, I guess.
Secondhand store.
Scottsboro, Alabama. High venue selling unclaimed airline luggage.
Including clothes, jewelry. Wow.
So it's actually from airlines. So I'm sure wherever you go, we will enjoy. I don't like walking around. Yes, I hope y'all do. I don't like walking around Gatlinburg. The smell makes me sick, and I'm not talking about the food. I know exactly what you're talking about. I really do.
It's
That's
a
kind
shame.
of. It used to be the minute you drove in from the national park, you started smelling the restaurants, and everything smelled so good. And you get that still once in a while, but yeah, the other stuff.
Yeah.
It's not far from Lookout Mountain. Okay, so we might have actually, when we went to Alabama back in 2007, we might have gone through there because we came down from Chattanooga, like near Fort Payne area, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Good evening, y'all. Good evening, MLT.
Hello.
I know you have 2 dogs. Do you have any cats? We did. It got gone. We don't know what ever happened to it. But we don't have cats. We had one. Hello, sorry I'm late to the chat. Glad to have you. We're going to go for another 15 minutes or so. So thank you for stopping by. I think Unclaimed Baggage is just a discount store. They have everything. Okay.
Yeah, it said a secondhand store.
We did say airline baggage, but then it said jewelry and clothes.
Yeah,
and stuff too, so
like,
I guess they got
I guess it went
a
away.
little bit of a variety.
Yeah. I guess whatever people packed.
Yeah. Let's hope none of ours ends up there after this weekend.
Yeah.
So we're not going to try to take a bottle of water on the plane this time, are we?
No.
Right. That didn't go well last time.
Well, I didn't try to. I thought I meant to drink it and throw it away, but.
They have lots of jewelry. My sister bought a lot. End time and the return of Christ. It's a good time to tell people about Jesus. That's right, Daryl.
That's true.
Listen, I'm not a date setter, never have been. A lot of people, a lot of religions have tried that, and it ain't never worked out for any of them. But when you read and understand Bible prophecy, things that go on in the Middle East right now, and you have to be blind not to see that the end is near.
Yeah.
Things that the Lord said are going to happen before He returns are happening. So it'd be real hard not to miss that. It'd be real hard to miss it if you're looking for it.
Yeah.
The problem is most people aren't looking, and most people aren't. Pray for the Charles. Yes, Brother Charles Stanley did go home to be with the Lord. Was that yesterday or day before?
I think it was yesterday.
Yeah, 90 years old.
Yeah.
Pray for the family, and I might get some flack for this. His son needs prayer too, because I don't think he preaches it quite as straight as his dad did. He needs some prayer too.
It's actually the 18th.
Was it the 18th?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the last plane trip where I had the El Paso City song. Yeah, now that one there, I got a copyright hit and I deserved it. So I knew I was going to get it for that one. How do you not fly into El Paso and put Marty Robbins? How do you not? You know, I rarely go downtown Gatlinburg. Too much alcohol and crowded. I come up there as often as I can, but I always go into the park and look for the bears and wildlife, God's country. That's something that we do a lot more of now too. We venture into the national park and stay in Gatlinburg. Yeah, we will walk the streets and eat there.
Yeah.
But we also are spending more time on the North Carolina side. We've done more. We've been to Bryson City more the past year and a half than we've been in our whole marriage, honestly.
And it's really nice. Really nice.
Pray for his son. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched The Chosen on Prime Video? My brother said it's about Jesus, but for today, yes, we have. We're 2 episodes behind right now, but we are in season 3. I'll go ahead and give y'all my thing about The Chosen. Overall, I recommend it. Don't agree with every single detail, but I've never met anybody yet I agreed with on everything. But
It's so captivating.
one thing that The Chosen does I like is they put personality. It's not that they're saying this happened, but they're saying it could have happened this way. And they put personality to the actors
to the disciples.
Yes.
Because I mean, when you read your Bible, I mean, yeah, you just read, you picture what they're doing when you're reading it, but the personalities that they give them and what could be happening while it's
The Chosen
it's
has
just amazing.
Yeah, and that's not saying it did happen that way, but it makes it come alive. And The Chosen has gotten on YouTube a lot of criticism that I believe 90% of it is undeserved. Trying to claim that they're actually in with the LDS church, that's not so.
Yeah.
But I think overall The Chosen is good. Again, there's a couple things I found I say they don't quite line up with what the Bible says, but other than that.
And sometimes you have to go back and watch it a second time because you might miss something, and you got to really pay attention to the characters.
You want to start
and
from
what
the
they're
beginning
saying.
if you're going to watch it.
Yeah.
I just got home. Here's Ken. We need to pray about this. I just got home from the hospital. My wife of 53 years is recovering from double bypass surgery. Okay, we will remember her in our prayers tonight.
Definitely.
I don't listen to his son. I've listened to enough to know I don't either. I love The Chosen. Yeah, I think it's good. It's certainly not going to hurt you to watch it. It's a lot better than 90% of what's on television.
And we were even talking about the character that they have playing Jesus. Some of his facial expressions, like when he's talking to someone, it's like it makes it so real. It actually will kind of even like give you goosebumps, or
Some people don't think it's appropriate for a human to play Jesus. I don't agree with that. I mean, obviously you don't worship that human. You understand he's just a man. But I think the guy that does Jesus is about as good as anybody I've ever seen in any movie or show.
The compassion.
I don't know what he's like in real life. I don't know if he's a believer. I hope he is.
Yeah.
But I think he does a good job.
He does.
That's crazy. You only played a small clip of the song. That was El Paso City. Yeah. We were descending into El Paso, and I know there's that line of song from 30,000 feet above. I see it there, Blue. I think we were only like 5,000 feet at that time. But, that was the first I could see of it. But yeah, if it's copyrighted from a famous artist, you're going to get hit. And I knew we would on that one.
Yeah.
Normally, though, what's really irritating is when you get hit and you can't help it. It's the restaurant or you're out in public and they're playing
You're not playing it yourself.
and you're not putting it on there yourself. And that's what's really annoying. Prophecy. No one knows when, not even the Christ. Well, he did say that when he was on earth. I would say that I think now in heaven he would know the time of his return. But as a man, he did have limited knowledge. So according to Philippians chapter 2, 5 through 11, prophecy, no one knows. But yeah, we don't know when. That's why we got to be ready at all moments.
Yeah.
You guys should retire. Well,
full-time YouTube. Yeah, it'd be nice.
if we could, we would. If we ever get to that point, we will. Well, we're nowhere near there yet.
We had talked and dreamed about that. We just can't quite get there
that's
yet.
not something that ever even occurred. When I used to hear the term YouTuber, I thought, I'm just going to be honest with you, no offense to anybody, because where we are now. When I heard the first term YouTuber about 5 years ago, I thought that's just somebody too lazy to work. And then I started finding myself watching. I said, this is interesting. And I said, we go to some of these places. Why aren't we doing this?
Yeah.
So now we're YouTubers.
Yeah.
But that was just, where can I watch The Chosen? I don't know if you can still get it on YouTube.
Okay.
I think you got to download the app now.
There is actually an app. So if you have like Roku or something like that, or maybe
Find
even
the app on
Amazon
Roku.
Fire Stick or something like that, you can watch it there. Or like
She says it is on YouTube. I thought they took it off YouTube.
Okay, but then right here there is actually the app called The Chosen, and you can actually stream it or cast it to your TV if you don't have a Roku. But yeah, you can definitely do that. It's got all the seasons on there. It even has behind the scenes and interviews with like directors.
I guess you can on Fire. Is that Amazon?
Yes, I mean, what did I say? Fire Stick? I don't know what I said.
But it is on Roku. That's what we have.
Yeah.
It may still be on YouTube. We haven't checked. I thought they took it down off YouTube, or they weren't putting the new ones up. Maybe.
I'm not sure, but like right here, some of the episodes. I don't know if you can see that. And you just go through and you can, like I said, cast it.
But
it
definitely
says
Roku.
watch. It says watch down here, so you can watch it on your phone. Let me
Start
check
from the
YouTube.
first one though.
Definitely. So yeah.
I'm so glad you decided to start doing videos. I'm sure it's a lot of hard work, but what I've learned from you, it is. It's very time consuming. The editing is. I've learned a few things. I'm still not as good at it. There's people who I watch, I just marvel at how good they are at it, and I'm not. I don't claim to be. We're very amateur, but I have learned a few things to save myself some editing time that I try to do. What I used to do was I would be done with what I was going to say, and I'd move the camera before I had actually quit recording. So I found myself trimming that off every single clip try to hold the camera still a little bit longer now. But yeah, we enjoy doing this. We really do.
It's fun. It's fun for us.
Headed to Dollywood tomorrow. I wish I was going with you. Have fun. Prime Video also. My husband does YouTube for our pets. It's hard work. I can imagine it would be for our pet. We feature ours once in a while. One of our Yorkies can kind of get an attitude. So we don't really want to show his bad side a lot.
So right here, this is what I found on YouTube. They actually have the chosen here. It says watch with membership. So I guess if you have the YouTube, what is it, TV or whatever, that you can watch it there. But yeah, if you pay for like Amazon Prime, I bet you could watch it there.
But yeah, you should be able to. But if you just have Roku, you don't have to pay.
No, you can just put the app on there, like when you download YouTube. Yeah.
You know, I think the good part about The Chosen is, and again, I don't necessarily doctrinally agree with everything. I think it's a little strange they never showed Jesus' baptism, and I think I know why. And there was a little thing with the woman at the well, but you know, honestly, it's getting people who maybe don't go to church to watch, and you know, I haven't seen anything that just made me think you shouldn't watch this.
No,
not yet. And believe me, I critique everything pretty straight, and if something's wrong with something unbiblical, I'd say, you know, that ain't right. But I haven't found anything really objectionable. I'll have some videos posted of my trip. Yes, do that. That'd be great. We need to get back up there because we got passes this year.
Yeah, we do.
We went to the Smokies last year because of their videos. They're very helpful. Thank you for that, Tammy. We visited Cades Cove, Klingman's Dome, based on their recommendations. Now, Klingman's Dome is one of the prettiest places for a sunrise. You got to get up early to get up there, and you want to bring a coat no matter what time of year it is. Well, the sunrise we did up there was 18 degrees that morning.
Yeah.
And that was in April. Thoughts on social media as a whole? Well, we use it, obviously. I think, I'm cramping up my leg, y'all. That's going to be embarrassing. We have to sign off here in a minute. My leg, I just moved a certain way. My leg's starting to get a Charlie horse. It's stretched out now. Social media as a whole, I think, has a lot of bad and a lot of negative. It can be used for good. You know, every person needs to be responsible for how they use it. I think social media as a whole can be destructive. That's just, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You both are real. That's what I like. Thank you, Deborah. That's one thing we want to be is real. We're pretty much the same off camera as we are on. Thank you, Tammy. I've been binge watching. It's hard to believe we're the best thing on TV. I appreciate it, but we're going to visit Yoder's in October. We enjoyed your video on it. My leg's feeling better now. And others' video too. Yeah, we actually watched Yankee in the South go there. And that's the first one. I watched several since. But
Fridays Forever had
those fried pies so messy. We got to go. Yeah, they did too. Now, which one? Okay, Yoder's, that's the one in Bull's Gap. Then we went to Troyer's. That was in Lime.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think they went right before we did.
Yeah, they did. And we were holding our video. We had actually made our video first, and then I see theirs. I'm like, you know, but we actually were holding ours for our friends because we were going to put them all at the same time we did their video of the house. And they were saying, hold off on the house till we get it listed. So finally I told him, I said, look, bud, I got videos I need to post. So yeah, we binge watched too. So, all right, well, we're going to wrap it up here in a couple more minutes. So if anybody has a really quick question, comment, now's the time. So we're going to sign off about 9.
Where are you going?
Good try. You will know as of Thursday night or Friday morning. You'll know. Have you hiked Andrews Bald? We didn't go specifically for the azaleas, but we have hiked it twice. Yes, and there were some azaleas.
I was going to say there were some.
I think they were a little past the peak.
Yeah.
But I think there was more rhododendron maybe at the time we went. Y'all's videos always make me hungry. Well, that's what we're trying to do. Try to let y'all know the good places and the bad ones to eat. Fortunately, we've not had to give too many bad reviews. Avis Car Rental is probably my most famous bad review. And I'd do it again. It's the sorriest company I've ever dealt with.
Yeah, not rent from them again.
Yeah. That's the one I felt good about doing because they deserved every bit of it. But as far as restaurant reviews, I think we've only done maybe a handful of restaurants that we just couldn't give a positive review of. Most of the time, there's always something we like.
Yeah.
Last year at Newfound Gap in October, we saw sleet. You can see snow up there in October during that cold snap.
Yep.
Sleet, snow. In the higher mountains, anywhere from October even to early May, you can get some snow. In fact, Mount Pisgah, North Carolina, look it up, May of 1992, almost 5 feet of snow fell at Pisgah Inn. That's fact. I haven't watched TV in 4 years now. I watch Yankee in the South, Fridays Forever, Now You Guys, and of course Smoky Mountain Hiker. I've been going to Smoky 57 years and still learning. We're still learning. There's a lot of things there that we weren't aware of. Do you know how far the Amish store from Sevierville? Somebody asked that earlier. I think I said, what, about 45 minutes?
Yeah, I was going to...
I'm going to say about 45 minutes if the traffic's not backed up like it can be there. I hope y'all have a great trip. Thank you, Rita. Videos to come. Stay tuned. Enjoy this live stream. Be safe. Thank you, Koala Bear. Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to read that wrong. Tidies. I'm going to go with a long I on that one. And Troyer's store. Troyer's. Troyer's was in Limestone.
Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry. Good. You just said that. So sorry. What was it?
Yoder's was the one near
Yoder's.
Sevierville. That's in Bull's Gap. But Troyer's was the one up in Limestone. That's a little further away. That's probably, an hour and a half maybe?
So it says here, I just did it on Google. It just says it's 1 hour, 53.7 miles.
Oh, that's not bad.
And that's from US 411 to 181 North.
Okay, so that's Bull's Gap.
Yeah.
But look up Troyer's in Limestone.
Oh.
That's what
Is that what they asked? I'm sorry.
That's what she's asking. I don't know what the first word means, but she's asking about Troyer's store. Excited to see the videos from your mystery trip. Okay, I hope they're enjoyable. I hope we don't go all that way and y'all be like, that's boring. You went to an Amish store here in North Myrtle Beach. We did. That one we'd never seen before. It's just past Barefoot Landing, but on the right going north.
Troyer's.
Okay, now she says Yoder's. So yeah, it's showing 1 hour. I would have thought 45 minutes. But
yeah, so like 53 miles? So what?
Yeah. God bless you in your travels and looking forward to watching more of your videos and new ones to come. Thank you, Teresa. So I guess, guys, we're going to go ahead and say goodnight now. Appreciate all the fine comments, all the participation, everybody that joined us. We appreciate it. We're honored that you would take your time and join us tonight. And
so many of you stay for the whole thing. That just makes us feel so good.
And it's honestly people like y'all that makes this enjoyable. It really is.
It is.
Everybody here tonight was positive.
Yeah.
Live stream from trip. I don't know yet. I haven't even mentioned that to her. That's going to depend on several factors. We got a lot planned. We're going to be on the go a lot. So as far as having a 2 hour, I doubt it, but we might go live at a certain location or something.
Maybe
for
a few minutes.
Something like that.
Or during a drive, maybe we'll have to see how our signal is or something.
Yeah, we're renting a vehicle. So we'll see there. But good night, everybody. Brenda, Wesley, Tammy, Brian, thank you. All right, guys, we're going to sign off. So everybody have a blessed evening. Y'all take care. And until next time.
Find us on Facebook. Like I said, I'm going to try to find that video of us eating that Carolina Reaper pepper and be posting that. So.
Well, there will be a rematch coming. So. All right. Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Can I stop it here or do you have to do it there?
I think I have to do it over here.
Oh, hold on. Brian's got one question. All right, shoot. Quick. He says we've got one question. 10, 9. No, I won't do that to you. I'll wait for your question.
Is that what it says? I can't see it.
That's what it says. One questions. I assume that means he's got a question he's going to ask. How come you only play the entrance? The entrance.
Are you talking about the video or
intro?
Like intro video?
Yeah, that is a good question. There's several factors that come into play there. One is my memory to put it in each time.
Because I've had to ask him to put it in there.
I do forget sometimes. There are other times that the video is already very long. I just don't. And I'm actually working on a couple of different ones so that we can alternate them. We've had that same one for a while now. We've got newer pictures now, newer videos. So the one where you see the little Yorkshire Terrier that we're holding on the beach and the wind's blowing his hair, then the next clip he's climbing up my leg. That's going to be in all of them because that's my Yorkie that passed. He's going to be in every one of them. but we are going to try to do some new pictures and new clips. So I've been working on that. But sometimes I also just forget to put it in.
But thank you for pointing it out, so that way hopefully they'll
Yeah,
help
that will give her ammunition, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I do need to do a better job of that. But sometimes if the video is already like an hour long, I don't, because it's just something else for everybody to have to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But we've got several clips in there. Most of those are in the Smokies. I think one's there at the Texas state line, some from Florida.
Yeah.
I don't remember where else, honestly.
Mount Airy.
Yeah, me behind the sheriff's office there in Mayberry, turning the sign around. That was from an episode of Andy Griffith, actually.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, that's a good question. Good question. But I will try to make sure and do better at that. But I do sometimes just forget to put it in.
Yeah.
Because I have it saved as a separate file, so it doesn't like automatically go in. But yeah, thanks for noticing that. All right, well, good night, everybody. Take care and have a blessed evening. I'll go ahead and sign this. Night.